Several days out from the city of Talus, ocean waves crash against rocky cliffs. A stone promontory juts out from the cliffside, battered by the occasional gust of wind and the waves far below. Ragged tents flap in the wind, and a cook fire sputters. An orc dressed in hides, holy trinkets, and a necklace of pointed ears steps out from a tent. The shaman kicks a brutish orc out of the way and walks up to the end of the promontory. There, he approaches a metal frame forced into the ground. Rising 7 feet up from the frame, twisted branches clutch an orc head mounted at the top. The shaman places his gnarled hands on the branches, closes his eyes, and mumbles crude orc magic. The wind blasts over the cliffside and the device glows. The head at the top of the contraption opens its mouth as if it was in agony. Its eyes glow with an intense white light, and it seems like it's screaming out across the ocean in silence. The shaman opens his eyes, looks out across the sea, and smiles a toothy grin. Down the promontory, past the tents, past the campfire, past a dozen orcs, past tall boulders, a few small shrubs stick out of the dry grass. Behind one of these shrubs, Elmon and Puck lay hidden on the ground, observing the camp. A few quiet words are shared as to the next plan of action. Some distance away, a smaller shrub shakes awkwardly with the pale leg of an old man and a lute sticking out of the sides. Avius, you complain for the third time about missing your comfortable new study back at the manor. Rill, you sigh heavily and point your loaded crossbow reluctantly away from the old wizard.
But I don't know why we have to wait. It's only 12 or so.
Are there any other bushes I can be at?
There's one, but it's just like a half a foot tall. It's like a half of a flower, really.
How far are the two bushes apart?
Maybe 30, 40 feet.
And we are how far from the camp?
50, 60 feet.
Okay.
You've gotten very close. So you've risen up this slope of this promontory. It's a little steep. Now you're kind of at a flatter area near the top. You've got maybe an 80-foot wide section of stone, flat plateau, for drops of the cliff on either side. So it's essentially just a peninsula of cliff around you with about 100-foot drop down to the ocean below. You guys have crept up. You took care of their scouts earlier down below on the flatter part of this coast. And now you've crept up and you've gotten really close. Ahead of you are some tall boulders, and you can see some tents and occasional orcs moving between them.
Tall boulders past the camp or in between us and the camp?
In between you and the camp.
Okay.
Can we get a head count from where Puck and Elmon are?
Yeah, make a tactics roll. What the heck would that be? Maybe survival?
And Elmon also? Can we work together to do that?
Yeah.
19.
20, non-natural.
Okay, you guys...
Just agreeing how awesome they are.
You guys both count 11.
2.5.
How many?
Elmon just turns around, holds up 3 fingers.
Okay.
Real charges. Only 3, come on.
Well,
That shaman's got to go early.
I agree.
Did we see that? Did we notice the shaman?
It's you and Rill. You guys have not seen anything but each other. You're literally fighting over what little cover there is and pushing and nudging each other. I just need a little more room. And
Come on, I have to aim.
You're looking at Puck's butt right now.
But fucking Elmont did see the shaman, though, right?
You have seen him. You don't see him any longer.
Okay. Did we see where he went?
Did we have a plan going before this?
No.
No? Okay.
No. And no is the answer to your question, Elmon.
I have to pee. And
Well, there's a little shrub right here.
If the robe hoists, I'm gone.
Avius stands up.
What time? What time of day did you say it was?
It's bright noon.
Avius stands up. Turns his back. You're going pee here. And drops trow, or opens robe. Peace.
I would like to, I probably have to avoid stealth, but try to go to the next bush over.
Okay. All right. A natural 20 on the
Elmon draws his bow.
on the orc, who's kind of looking in the general direction, just looks up and sees this old guy who realizes he's pissing into the wind a little bit and rotating around to find the best angle.
He's weather vaning his action. No, I think it's over here.
Oh, Gus!
Oh, sorry, real.
I thought it was seawater. What the?
Salty, the same.
Real just throws himself off the cliff to be done with it.
Elmon sees the orc perk up
Okay.
and notice. Is that correct?
You can see the orcs looks surprised, and Avius, you have your back to him. You don't even see him.
Yep. Okay. There's a twang in the distance.
There is a twang in the distance.
Yeah. As an arrow streaks out towards the orc that has now been alerted by Avius's amazing stealthy Pete.
So we've got Elmon and Puck over on the right side. Avius, your back is to this whole camp. Peeing and Rill, you've scurried off to the left side to your own little bush.
Which one of these is the shaman, or we don't know?
It's going to be this red guy right here. There's a couple orcs that are a little bit larger than the others. They all have a bit of ferocity to them for sure. There's some tent sleeping bags. It rises up a little bit more near the end of the promontory, and then there's the machine contraption thing at the far end. And then 100-foot drop all the way around you. So, Elmon rises up, Rill sees that, Puck sees that, and let's roll initiative and see what happens, shall we? Here we go.
How tall are the boulders?
They're pretty darn tall. They're like 10, 12 feet. Elmon is first. No surprise. Elmon's hesitant.
Elmon
The fog of war just opened up here. I was just like, oh.
will cast silence on the guy that just spotted Avius. He will do that with the range is 120 feet,
They move a little closer so you can see him.
and he's putting the radius, the 20-foot radius, right, like basically he's just in it, and the rest of the silence is behind him. So if he turns, I'm assuming he's going to turn, start running back, yelling for help.
Okay.
He needs to cover 40 feet before he's out of the silence.
All right. Cast away spell. That's spend that slot.
Will do. Slot spent.
You wave your hands, you cast silence upon him, and from his world, it's just been loud, endless wind that's been racing over him for how long they've been here, and suddenly just goes completely silent. He starts yelling at you, Avius. You can't hear him. And he can't do anything about that right now. Any movement or bonus action, Elmon? Otherwise, Rill, you're up. But you don't have any actions left. You have bonus action.
Right, but I can use, that's what, Fleet of Foot, beginning at 8th level, you can use dash action as a bonus action.
Right.
Although I will actually stay put, stay under cover, stay invisible.
Double check. Yeah, dash is a move.
Okay. Okay. But
Okay.
I'm still gonna just stay put for the time being.
Got it.
Undercover.
Rill, you're up.
You didn't shoot or anything?
No, my action was to silence.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm taking cover in my bush.
All right. You are at, it's kind of three different, so kind of a longish bush. You can move up forward or stay right where you're at.
I will stay exactly where I'm at.
All right. Any other actions?
I'm watching AVS.
It happens.
Enthralled.
Yeah.
The best things happen.
You need to roll wisdom save.
Oh, jeez.
More of a constitution save, I think,
Away from you guys.
than anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Stand put.
The orc in question charges at you, Avius. Double check. Yes. And these orcs are aggressive. He can move up to his speed with just a bonus action, and he will do so. He charges straight at you, Avius, and just yelling at the top of his lungs, which is completely silent, just
Until
says he breaches
yeah.
the silence barrier. I think is somewhere in this vicinity. And he comes running up. You spin around with member in hand.
Yep.
With your magic staff in quotes in
I
hand.
pee all over him.
And he is striking you with an axe he has in hand.
At disadvantage.
I almost might grant that. With a 12.
No.
Oh, he was just kind of thrown off a little bit.
KR Kelly.
That does. The silence messed up the warning system that he was trying to give out to the rest of the regular orcs, so I'm going to move them back further in initiative. However, the shaman will go. He reaches out and barks some orders. Does anyone speak Orcish?
Yes.
You do?
I'm pretty sure I do.
You do!
Yeah.
The goblin speaks Orcish. He barks out, "Protect the beacon!" and waves his hand, and a couple orcs go running away from you guys up to the far edge of the promontory where the device is. And then he says, "Come here," to a larger orc right next to him. And he reaches out and touches that orc and casts a spell on him. And who can kind of see? Rill and Avius, you can see this weird little green magic connecting beam between the two of those orcs, the shaman and the larger guy.
He's the medic chasing the
from Team Fortress.
Team Fortress.
Perfect. And he will back up one. And that's it for him. Next up.
Excuse me.
What?
All right, you can have just a second. Those orcs going later. The larger orcs are going to go. And I don't know what their movement speed is. Hold on 1 second.
Just 10 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a bonus action. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 as part of a move.
Is there
But I'm hidden.
still magic, like, between the two of these guys? Like, energy? Or whatever it was?
Yep. And he races right up, and with all that movement, still comes charging at you, Rill,
Whoa.
with his rusty sword, and attacks twice. With a 15 and a 21.
21 will certainly hit.
And slices you for 6 slashing damage.
The 15 will not.
Another large orc on the far side over there sees some figures in the bush, namely Avius and Puck, and he's charging you. Can you move that
You
guy?
mean Elmon and Puck?
Sorry, Elmon. So early. He's gonna go 6 plus 6 plus 6. Yeah, he goes fast. They are aggressive. Pretty sure he can get there. He strikes at Elmon with his sword with a 19, and then at Puck with a 24.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Yeah.
You guys are both hit for 6 slashing damage.
Is that 6 each?
6 each. Not 6 average split between. Yeah, 6 each. The other orc gets annoyed, and he charges into the silence, but then gets confused as to what's going on. And Avius, you're last. How come Puck did not go? Avius, you're next. Then Puck.
Avius takes one hand off and just
Hit both hands.
just presses his out towards the orc here and
Right in front of you?
slams him into the boulder that's right behind him using gust.
Oh, with gust.
So he needs to make a strength save.
Okay. See how strong they are. He has a strength roll of 12.
It's not enough.
Okay. Why don't you do 2d6 points of damage?
Okay.
And he is dazed.
Jeez.
2.
Good damn.
I'm going to mark these guys with some dice so we can track their hit points a little bit. That's 13 remaining. And then when we get down to 10 or less, I'll use a red. Okay. Puck.
I'm gonna yell out to Elmon, you got this guy?
I'm on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my nimble to
Disengage. Disengage is one space.
one space, and then I'm gonna move further over.
Okay. So you're right near the cliff edge.
Yep, but I can see the shaman.
You
now.
sure can.
And so some deep dark clouds are gonna come rolling in, and I'm gonna cast this at level 4. Call lightning.
This is about 75 feet away he is from you.
120 feet is the spell.
Okay.
And he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the radius of this?
5 feet.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're cracking down huge lightning. He's making a dexterity saving throw, you say?
Yes, sir.
All right. 12.
No. 17 points of damage.
Bam! 17. Where is he? There he is.
Protect the beacon. Holy crap!
Here. 17. Done. And he has no resistance to that whatsoever. Nice. And let me bring up his magic. Anything else you want to do, Puck?
Nope.
Boom! He gets lit up and is stunned by that for sure. And wrapping up the round are the orcs who were a little not as alert as the rest. They close in just a little bit, trying to figure out what's going on. They're not very disciplined. Those guys are even going to stay there.
Pieces move around the board strategically.
They're orcs, so it's semi-random.
We need some visual aids for the listeners.
So orcs go scattering towards you. A few go running backwards towards the device. And it is a new round. And let's see how that does thing. Elmon.
Yeah. Okay, so Elmon.
Save us, Elmon.
Yeah. I will back up, I guess, 20 feet.
So you're going to do a move.
Nope. It's my bonus action. Drawing an opportunity attack at disadvantage.
Okay, and what's the bonus action? The dash thing?
No, I'm sorry. I will use my move to actually...
To move back. Tim, can you move him back 4 spaces?
Yeah.
So you're building a wall, but not building a wall.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's a metaphorical...
It's a metaphorical
Who's
wall.
paying for the wall?
Mexico, of course.
He gets an opportunity attack with disadvantage.
Correct.
14.
That will miss.
All right. Swings and misses.
And then the bow comes up, and 2 shots go center mass for the orc that's standing right there.
All right.
Or at least the first shot goes. We'll see what happens. And I will actually use my sharpshooter ability. So I will reduce my to attack roll here. That will leave me with a 14 to hit.
14 to hit this guy.
Sounds like you needed it.
No, is enough. Is a miss. Ooh.
Okay. And
Another sharpshooter's hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, you got to make it look good.
14 again.
Your arrows, they were dead on track, but the gust of wind blew them away. Real.
My guy has charged up to me in a very ferocious manner.
Oh yeah.
So I'm kind of stoic as he's doing this, but then I return it back to him in this kind of mocking manner. as I taunt him with laughter and force him to find everything to be funny at this point. He'll make a wisdom savings throw.
Oh, these guys are not known for their wisdom saving throws. Here he goes. Big money. Ooh, total of 1.
Total of 1?
He is a class clown. He loves the laugh.
Blue mist shows at his feet. He's what the hell?
He pauses for a long time in narrative thought.
We wait, come back, and he's now finding he's finding everything to be hilarious, funny. However, he will suffer a little bit of damage.
What was the name of the spell again?
It's listed here as Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but it is just Hideous Laughter.
Okay. I got it right here. There.
Is there any damage attached to it?
No.
No.
All right, so he
laughs away.
He falls prone and he's incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. You're concentrating on this spell now. And at the end of each of
concentration?
Yeah. Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay. Just need a
And then at the end of each of his turns and each time he takes damage, he gets a wisdom saving throw to break.
And I am using my move now to close into Avius and get behind him if I can.
All right, you race over there.
Keep in mind I move 25, not 30.
I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect.
So you're standing in a yellow puddle right now.
Hey, in times of war,
You got to do what you got to do.
I'm in the foxhole.
not yet,
Folks,
not.
That was there. Shoot, man, darn. That's the one that had the magic to the guy, and it just doesn't matter. Nice. That was a good spell to use on that guy. Okay.
I'm protected by a shaman.
The shaman. It's his turn. Who has done no one's done really any damage. Yeah. No one's made any big moves.
Knock the crap out.
Yeah, but does he know? Yeah, he probably knows. He knows it too.
We're playing a tactical game here.
He gets a little bit of cover behind some campfire and some crates of supplies they've brought along, and he extends his hand, and a big glob of black magical energy arcs up over across the boulders and slams right towards you, Puck, as he casts a nasty spell your way. And he is powering this up to level 4. Here it comes. Versus your armor class with a 23.
That'll hit.
Boom! You are hit by this big blast of energy, totaling, where did it go? Where's that? 66 psychic damage. 11, 16, 17. Not a good roll. 17 points of psychic damage as you are lit up. And that is, I think, going to be the extent of his turn. Yeah, he's good there. Next up here are the orcs. These two take cover. They are scared. This one is charging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next to his. He's charging with his bonus aggressiveness and is attacking you, Elmon.
You mean
Avius?
God bless America. Avius for, I think, 13.
No.
With his axe. Misses.
These bracers are doing the job.
Puck, you're on the edge, and you are swarmed by 2 of the smaller orcs. And small, again, is relative. These are like beefy, 6-foot-tall guys. They come charging in. They're on both sides of you, and they are attacking quite a bit. Where's the orc? There he is. 20 and 23 as 2 separate hits from these guys.
Beat the crap out of me.
You got hit for 9 slashing damage and 9 slashing damage.
Jeez.
Huge, big chunks, and you are almost sent off the edge, but you hold your ground and gasp. Some of the orcs at the far end of this battle on the edge of the promontory try and take cover. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. What is that? 20, it's 100 feet. They're going to chuck some javelins at Avius, but it's at long range, so they're at disadvantage. One gets a 10. Another, it's an 8. Javelins just go flying perfectly, and then carried over with the wind way over your head.
But Rill behind you's like, what the hell?
There is one larger, more commanding style orc who's just like giggling like that little teddy bear in the laundry commercial. He's laughing in the grass. His turn is over. He gets to make a wisdom saving throw to stop. He knows this isn't funny. He got a 15.
15? Oh, I think that's bad.
Does that break the spell?
I think 15 is my mark here. 15. He finds no humor in it.
That did cost his turn, though.
Okay.
And he has not stood up or anything yet. The next orc, standing in silence, not too far away from Avius, is going to run around his friends.
Is this another one of the big orcs?
This is another big one.
God.
He runs right next to you, Avius, and...
Turn to face him, still peeing.
You make a Constitution roll right now.
Ooh.
No. Okay. You're out of urine. He is.
Hold on. Wait for the shit.
He's attacking you twice. Actually, he's going to do one on you, Avius, with his sword. That's a 19.
Okay.
And a 14 to Rill.
He will miss Rill.
All right. And Rill, I assume you have your armor snapped into place. Yeah. You have been hit, Avius. I believe his damage is 6 slashing as he cuts across you. They are all done. Avius, you're up, followed by Puck to bring up the rear.
Avius wants to cast a level 3 Dispel Magic. If I counted right, I'm barely within range of the object at the end of the thing.
Oh, the machine way over there? Okay. You're casting level 3?
Yeah.
All right.
So if the spell was level 3 or less, it's an automatic.
Okay. Make a perception roll with advantage, Avius.
Uh, 19.
14's what you needed. From even that far away and through the chaos of battle and tents and boulders, you have a little bit of a view on that machine. You wave your hands and do some, I don't know, final yanking motion to break the magic.
That's 2 flicks of the wrist.
And you see a bit of a glow of these weird brambly branches that stick out of the top of the machine. They instantly fade away as though some light switch has been turned off. And 2 of the smaller orcs that are right next to it turn around in confusion and just start like trying to shake the machine, figuring out what the heck's going wrong with it.
Awesome.
Something has definitely not gone the way they wanted to.
And now am I engaged with just one?
You're engaged with 2. This is also a wounded one who's dazed.
Okay. But if he's dazed, does he get a...
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to, at the risk of opportunity attack, run away from that crowd of 3.
All right, so you're running away,
Yeah.
drawing full-on rolls here of opportunity attacks. This is not Elmon's disadvantages.
Oh.
All right, this is the one gets an 11.
Nope.
The other one gets a 24,
That one hits.
and that is 6 slashing damage as he slices you with a sword in the back. That's 30 feet of movement there. That helps you. Okay. All right, Puck.
I'm going to
Crazy
disengage.
See you, Rill!
See a Rill?
Back a few spaces.
You can get behind me, that's fine.
If we step off the map, do we lose our fleet? and we're all done?
you appear on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to call down lightning on this guy again.
You can move that?
It's within a 60-foot radius.
Jeez. So we need some sort of starting point, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough.
So
Great.
dexterity saving throw for that.
Dexterity saving throw. He has not advantage. He gets a +1, I believe, for cover. +2 for cover. on all dexterity saving throws, which I've never got to do before. Let me double check. Cover. You're not. What are you rolling? Don't roll yet. He gets a chance to roll.
Just shuffling.
He takes half damage either
He's
way.
going to take damage either way.
Okay. +2 dexterity saving throws. Oh wait, this could be good. Could this be good?
No.
You got a total of 12 with
Nope.
cover. Bam! Lightning strikes out again.
Nice.
21.
A lot.
And I'm also going to use my Fury of the Small, so he's going to take 8 additional damage.
Why the heck is it 8? Oh, it's your
My
level?
level.
Jeez. And that gives you bonus damage equal to your level of a creature bigger than you once per long rest or something like that?
Wow.
Yep.
All right, what was the total damage?
29.
29.
Oh, he had 28 remaining.
Yeah!
Oh, there is a huge crackle, and that guy, his left shoulder section is almost split like a tree that's hit by lightning, a couple like a foot down in. There's not a lot of blood. There's just cauterized blackness in there. He then falls down. The faint little gray shimmer between him and the distant orc that was bonding the two immediately dissipates and goes away.
Perfect.
Wow.
I'm also going to use some bombs as a bonus action, some bombs of the Summer Court on myself.
Great. And then Elmon, you're up.
All right. Well, Elmon's bow was aiming towards the shaman. I see him drop, so swing back around.
You got about 3 guys right in front of you, about 20 feet
look
away.
at Avius and just shake my head, and then I will shoot first arrow sharpshooter again at one of the smaller
ones.
Yes, that are kind of heading our way.
Rill is pleadingly looking at you.
How about a 19?
19's definite hit.
So that will be a grand total
Bonus
of
sharpshooter damage.
10, 15, 19
Yeah.
damage.
So pick which one you want to kill. He's
The
gone.
one on the left.
All right.
He had 3 hit points.
And then the second arrow goes in, also sharpshooter at the other small orc.
Okay.
Same deal. That's going to be a 24.
There you go. There's the Elmon. Man.
All right.
Yeah.
That is
And then
definitely a
that's
hit.
10 plus another 10, so that would be a total of 20 points of damage
He
on
is
him.
killed. And I know we're doing time and segmented things, but this is all like happening at once. And those 2 guys were just running slightly downhill, full speed. One just yelling, "Die, elf!" The other one, "Oh!" They're just dead. They keep rolling the other 20 feet to land at your feet.
And then, as my, I guess, bonus action at this point, will be to kind of just step in front of Rill. Not Rill.
Damn it!
You wanted that.
And the big orc, is he headed like our way?
Yeah. And then let me ask that bonus again. Is your weird dash thing that you're doing?
No, I'm literally like, I mean, I'm just taking like he's standing right beside me. So
You can't move. That would be your move. That would be your move. Okay.
Move, but then I get the bonus action,
Yes.
right? Which will be to actually draw my shield and sword.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice. Rill, you're up. You're on the middle side of the battlefield.
How the hell did I end up here by myself?
You have 3 guys. The wounded one who got knocked into the boulder is on his
No,
feet.
it's 4 guys is what I'm looking at. 3 standing in front of me, and 1 I am keenly aware of is all not finding anything funny anymore.
He stands up. Not funny.
I know. Just give me a chance.
Too soon.
All right. I've had some time to think about this. Panic. From here, what can be heard is a haunting melody begins to play out across the promontory in this particular case. The ancient lullaby that I had learned from before, I use it now, and I start to play it, and hopefully sleep takes my enemies as I strum away.
Interesting.
I think I've got enough there. resistances. So I think this will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how this works. Probably not great. I've got 23.
23 points is what the dice roll.
Points, correct.
Sleep. I don't think sleep's ever been cast by a player before.
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
When we were fighting the Shadowhounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the inn. Not the inn, but the house, the slaver's house.
All
Didn't
right.
you cast sleep then?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Imagine so.
Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose. What's the point you choose?
It would be right in front of me.
Okay. Are affected in ascending order of their hit points. So, how many did you roll?
23.
You get the slightly wounded, dazed one goes right to sleep and drops back down. But that's it.
Yeah, I know. It was a risk. I was hoping for a bigger number.
That's it. Anything else? You still got this guy right on top of you.
So the guy there. I can't enter into any kind of defensive posture, I don't think.
You can as your action, which is too late.
Right. I brace myself for incoming.
Okay.
I'm not behind you anymore, Real.
I know, but if I can't go anywhere right now.
This is the brace for incoming because he was behind it.
Oh, well, I assumed you just ran. I'm facing all this evil.
And when they're asleep, I don't think they get to roll, do they?
They do not. They have to be shaken awake or take damage.
Oh, that's what makes it really cool.
Yep.
Okay, there are a couple orcs in the middle of the camp that take cover behind a tent and some boulders, and they are chucking javelins. One is chucking it at Avius with a 9.
Nope.
Totally misses. Two more, though, are going to... Let's move over here. We're going to throw at Rill. If you're not surrounded enough as it is.
Jeez.
2 javelins come flying your way. Oh, with a 9 and an 8. Just horribly awry.
Perfect.
Almost hit their friends. And to make matters even more interesting, 2 orcs far at the edge of the promontory are chucking long-range javelins at Rill.
What?
With disadvantage.
Yeesh.
With a critical hit or a total of 9, your choice. And a 9. Both. It just 5 javelins just got tossed at you. Every single one came nowhere near you. Nice.
This would be the Neo moment. Help!
Done.
You bleed like they do.
Elmon, you've got Puck right behind you. Right in front of you, though, bursting through the bush you were hiding behind not too long ago, comes one of the larger orcs. He stomps forward, says, "You will pay!" and strikes twice with his sword.
I doubt it.
15 and 16.
Both misses.
Really?
With my shield, I actually have a 19 AC.
Ooh, nice. Block, parry.
But even without the shield, they would have
Still missed.
anyways.
So the shield is a 0.
Next to you, Rill, that you were
I just don't
bracing.
even raise it yet. I just keep it down and just kind of like duck out of it, just kind of like dodge back and forth.
Rill, you were bracing for impact. Here comes that very impact. It's the enraged guy.
Before you roll,
Yes. What trick do you have up your sleeve?
I have many tricks. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. That's perfect. I can use that. That's perfect. Whom is attacking? That guy?
Yeah.
There were a whole bunch of javelins being tossed at me. I'm kind of dancing. I'm kind of just kind of twirling about on foot and going, "What do you have for me?" Just kind of performance type of thing. This would be cutting words.
Okay.
Where I add a disadvantage to him, costing me a bardic
inspiration. And what does it do for him?
Disadvantage.
His next attack is disadvantage.
Yep. Rolling. Wait. I did not do that. Okay, that's fine. I use the bardic inspiration to reduce the number he uses. So he does his roll.
Okay.
Then I throw.
Oh, okay.
It's like a warm
Negative.
number.
All right.
Yeah.
He got a 16 minus whatever you roll.
16 would hit me. -3.
Okay, it's
Miss.
a miss. And his second attack
That's not going to help.
is
For
a
me.
22.
Ew.
That's a hit. He only does, though, 6 slashing.
When they add up, it's
Yeah,
the problem.
That's the catch. And the original orc finally stands up, which takes half his movement. He's not happy from the laughter you've put him through. Not too far away from him is the wizard, but he completely ignores you, Avius. He is pissed off at
Nobody
the
wants
laughter
to deal with
forced
the
upon him.
wizard.
And he comes at you
It's the urine smell that they're avoiding.
2. That's the end of his movement. He will use his aggressive bonus action to close the distance. And he comes charging in and is pissed off.
Before he makes his attack,
Yes?
I do the exact same thing. What do you have for me?
You only have 1 reaction per turn.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's right. It's based on
Yeah.
reaction.
Good try,
I
though.
say the exact same thing and then realize, crap.
18 and 21.
Those are both hits.
Slash. I last laugh, he says as he hacks for 6 + 6 slashing damage.
Whee!
That's a bloody round.
Can you move?
Eventually they'll have me in enough pieces. I'm sure I can roll around in any direction.
And Avius, you're up.
I can move, yes,
You
but
don't-
I will draw some craziness.
Yeah, you're engaged with 2 people, huh?
3.
Just 2.
3.
Well, 3, and there's a 4th.
Fourth is sleeping.
Right there.
So it counts. even though
I can only do so
they're
much,
not next to you.
guys.
Keep up the good work.
Really?
I mean, I want to do fireball.
That's your solution to diplomatic issues.
What? Fireball is dexterity?
Yeah.
I say do fireball.
Yeah.
You're gonna do
Don't look at me!
artillery. Fire for effect.
I have to trust my
Danger close.
Yep.
If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Oh, this
if
is
you're
gonna
trusting
suck.
Avius, you've already made a mistake.
You hear Avius roll. You hear Avius say, "Rill, don't move." And you do a dex save.
So you're exploding a fireball right in the midst of these 4 orcs surrounding Rill.
Yeah, the bush, basically.
All right, the burning bush.
Yeah,
What's
the
going on?
burning
All right.
bush.
All right, so we
This
have
seems
4
bad.
orcs that need to make dex saving throws, and Rill, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. Good luck to all.
Good luck, have
Good
fun.
luck to all. How does dex work again?
Oh,
Here we go. Oh, this is. I should have inspired myself. Dun-dun-dun. That looks pretty good. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Not that number.
what's your dex saving throw, Rill?
24.
Okay.
That makes it.
So you take half damage,
Yeah.
Half damage. That's the trouble part.
and every single orc near around you failed their saving throws.
Okay.
Yeah.
I jumped into the blast wave. Whee!
Here come 8d6.
8d6
Only half of
meaty
this.
damage.
Get half.
5, 11, 14,
Pens at the ready.
20.
That's not good.
23.
23.
Okay. It's 11 for me. Is it round down, round up?
Round down. Always round down. Huge eruption of fire. The section of the ground is even maybe a little bit on fire in that bush. And you light up.
Soaked bush doesn't.
It doesn't counter it out.
It's flammable, trust me.
It's fun. Just been drinking
Drinks it
rum
up.
all day.
Boom, you wound badly the 2 larger orcs and instantly incinerate the 2 smaller ones, who are sent almost like extra little mini fireballs themselves off in the distance, flaming. Nice, big heavy damage. And Rill, you just took a little bit of it. And Puck, you're up.
How much was the total damage on that? It was 23.
Yes. Okay.
Almost killed me.
Throw 3 bombs of the summer court at our halfling. These are each +1.
Don't throw things at me anymore. Enough throwing.
For 17.
Whoa.
So you got a little cushion there. And as my action, I'm going to move this over here and...
Your call lightning?
Yep.
Okay.
Dex saving throws for both those.
For both guys. All right. The call lightning lashes out at 2 orcs in the middle of the camp. I don't even need to look it up. They failed miserably.
15?
They have 15.
Nice.
Just killed both. Bam! More orcs go dropping down dead. And... there was another one that was hidden within that area that you also dropped. There was a third one that you killed.
Perfect.
And any movement or anything, Puck? You good? Right behind Elmon?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. New round. Tracking that. Device is off. Nice. Okay, Elmon.
Using my sword and shield, I strike out, aiming for, again, just center mass.
Slicing the guy in front of you.
Getting stabby
Poking.
with him.
All right.
16.
16 cuts. Yes. Pierces.
Right. So that will be 6 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And then second attack is a non-natural 20.
All right. He's wounded.
That will, yes, indeed. 14 damage.
All right, total 20 damage.
Or your sword bonus.
7 to hit, plus 5 to damage.
7 to hit? Jeez.
Yeah, he's very, very accurate. All right, first blow, you stab him, and you're really drawing him in for that second better hit, and it drives in deep. He's still alive, but badly hurt.
And then I will, as my move, I'm actually going to leave where he is and go over to where Rill is.
Okay.
I got it covered.
Really, you're almost surrounded by 2 big...
I've got it covered.
Using my dash.
So you can totally get...
Yeah.
Great.
And that will probably draw an opportunity attack, I presume.
From the guy you're leaving? Absolutely,
Yep,
at disadvantage. Ah! Down 100 feet into the waves goes his sword. Yes, he really wanted to kill you and way overswung.
I just swing my shield back as I'm leaving and ricochets off of it.
Rill, you are right here, Rill. You've got Elmont close by now, but you still have 2 guys who are about to flank you, giving themselves advantage, by the way.
My turn?
Your turn. What
All
do
right.
you do?
The haunting lullaby continues. As I pick up where I left off, they interrupted me.
What's the lullaby?
Asleep.
Oh.
Unfortunately, now you're there. Let's see. We're going to do 10. 19.
19 total.
I'm going to focus it all on Elmont.
The orc closest to Elmon and you gets really woozy. His eyes close, and he unceremoniously crumples to the ground asleep.
Focus away. Magic cannot put me to sleep.
I know.
Oh, nice. Nicely done.
What's that?
He's elf.
I'm elvish.
And Rill, you done? You moving? You good?
No. I'm bracing for impact.
Rill's done. And Orc tosses his javelin at Avius from the boulders. Finally getting a 16.
That hits.
That's finally. They've had some javelin issues here. That is 6 points of piercing damage.
I'm actually
You are hit.
down to 34. I was hit twice.
Oh.
Or 36, I mean. 36.
That was to Rill, and that was to Rill. 2 more javelins are thrown at you, Rill. and 3 orcs, all the ones that threw javelins, 2 far away at the promontory, 1 in the middle near a boulder. They all take extreme cover that you can no longer see them.
Okay.
And that's it for the orcs. Orc number 3, unarmed, races towards you, Puck, near the edge of the cliff face, and grabs onto you.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
With a 14 versus your armor class.
Nope.
He grabs on, you slap him away. He grabs on with his other hand, you slap him away. And he cannot. You are just so squirrely. He totally does the double-handed grab, and you do the cartoon under his legs type thing. He just cannot get a hold of you. The sleepy orc battleborn guy can do nothing, right? He's just there.
He has to be shaken away or take damage.
Just screwed over.
Gonna, like, miniaturize. This is Sparta, that motherfucker. Yeah.
The other orc moves over to get flanking, not realizing his friend's asleep. Well, come on, do something! He will attack you, Rill, twice with a 14 and a 17.
One hit.
One hits. That's 6 points of slashing damage. And Avius, you're up. You essentially have 1, 2, 3 orcs remaining that you can really see nearby. All of them big.
Can I see those guys at the end?
No.
I cannot.
Nope, you got to get over to the middle area there.
Then it's going to be Firebolt at that guy.
Okay. The non-laughing serious guy now.
Non-laughing serious guy.
I find nothing funny anymore.
And
You deadened me inside.
I will know no joy.
He walks down the hill giving up.
A lonely walk. I love it.
the 24.
Fireball shoo, hits him in the back.
And
2d10, isn't it?
oh, that's right. It's 2.
What's the damage?
Level.
Don't let the elf tell you how much damage you do.
10.
10. He almost drops, but holds his footing as he is critically wounded.
Which one is that? Just got hit. Oh, that guy.
I head towards the end.
All right, Puck, you're up.
I'm going to take a step back. And hopefully, Eldritch Blast this bastard right off the edge. But not today. That's a natural one.
Eldritch
Natural
blast
one.
yourself back into the bushes.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Move him back 5 feet and knock
Actually,
him
if
prone.
you could, put him back where he was. Count the distance between Rill and him.
No, Rill and Puck.
35.
Yeah.
35?
Yep.
Blue mist does not appear.
So, Rill, you try and knock him back. Instead, you Back to the Future yourself with the electric guitar at the beginning of the movie, and you go flying back 5 feet and crash into some bushes. And so you're prone in bushes with light cover, but you do take 1 point of bludgeoning bush damage.
And by Rill, he actually means Puck.
Damn it, Puck!
Bastards.
All right, done. Elmon.
The Elmon will, kind of just stepping past Rill, will take just a straight,
You can step over.
stab him right in the gut. Yeah.
With
over,
your
around,
rapier, go for it.
or maybe just kind of going right over his head. That would be a non-natural 20.
Shoo.
He is wounded, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be
Critically wounded.
a mere 9 points of damage.
You stab him once, and he dies. Would you like to stab him again?
No, but I will stab the one that's sleeping
Sure, go for it.
and stab him.
You don't need to roll to attack, and you get a critical and max it out.
Okay.
Everything. Just max out all your damage. He is wounded.
He is
But just with
wounded,
the sword, it's only 13.
Only 13?
Yeah, because I already got the...
He has 14 left. I'll give you a +1 for him being asleep. Yeah, you coup de grace the hell out of him.
And then I will dash back
Dream of punctures.
to the orc that is near the edge.
So you're killing two guys, and just tumbling backwards
Yeah.
across, flipping.
Yeah.
All right.
Somersaults, cartwheels, front flips.
Real.
Whatever gets me there.
Things are just dying all around you. And then the elf just disappears. What would you like to do?
Ponder my life choices.
All right.
What is straight down here? I'm seeing blue chips, red chips.
That's my lightning.
My magic type stuff.
Oh, magic stuff. I will begin making my...
Make a concentration roll.
I'll be making my
bush
Tarantino
damage.
walk through the boulders there.
16.
You're good. That'd be ignoble. What's that roll?
I'll be making my Tarantino walk through the boulders there, straight up the promontory. That's 25, not 30,
That's a
by the way.
dash for you if you want. 5
Sure,
and 5.
yeah, that'll be fun.
All right.
Whee!
Nothing. The larger orc battleborn on the edge, who's been battling with Puck for a while, suddenly has this gymnastic elf cartwheeling towards him. You stop right next to him. He reaches out to grab you and grabs hold of you quite strongly. You need to make an athletics roll versus athletics roll is what we'll do.
Okay.
I don't think is your forte.
That is actually, I mean, I have +4. For a grand total of 7.
I rolled a natural 20. He grabs you and sends you, he suplexes you backwards off the edge of the cliff. You may make a dexterity saving throw.
You have that flight form available?
9.
All right. And you guys see Elmon just goes flying off and just gone. Essentially, he went flip, 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 grabbed on, flipped.
And they help.
He's gone. Even the orc who threw him stands up and is like, oh, wow. Wow, this like got serious.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, guys. Like an actor who really hurt the other actor.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
The other orcs are done. We can
Does Rill have any visual of what's going on here?
Real, you have no vision. Avius has no vision. Puck, you can kind of see what happened.
Flat on my ass, though.
So we can step out of combat for now, as things aren't quite as turn needed. Puck in particular, anything you want to do?
Well, yeah, I want to take care of, because that orc's still there.
Yeah.
We stand here today mourning our...
I want to take care of him first.
Okay.
And try to.
You're not gonna go after
Eldritch.
Elmon over
Yeah,
the
not
cliff?
gonna like just run off and jump off the cliff and. I mean, it's okay, you know.
There's water down there.
Fine. I mean, you know.
Rill is just crazy enough to try this.
Uh-huh.
But I have... Are you ending combat and essentially just
You
pulling
can
this in?
step in too.
I will run, and while I'm running, I will quaff a potion of the odd one that I got from the guy.
The flying one.
No, not the
No?
flying one. This one makes me
Gills?
grow.
Oh, the growth.
Oh.
You guys have no idea.
All
This
right.
is the best part. And Rill starts running, drinking mad this potion, seeing his friend is tossed off or been called out. He's been tossed off. And he leaps off the edge of the cliff.
Okay. So you're downing this potion, you run full speed, you leap over Puck, you nod at the orc as you run right past him.
Not at the... Yeah, so stuff is like coming off, just to lighten the load kind of. No, he
Gears-
doesn't need to do that.
No,
Yeah.
can't you snap your fingers and make your armor?
Oh, yeah. So I make that disappear, become a little bit lighter, a little bit faster maybe.
Okay.
And disappear off the edge.
And you leap off the edge of the cliff.
I leap off the edge of the cliff. I don't know what the timing is here.
Timing's not great. What is your intention?
My intention is... I have to piece all this together to see if this is valid. So I've drank a potion that,
Yes.
for all intents and purposes, makes me grow bigger and keep going for however long. But the big part is I get a little bit bigger. The next part is I cast my teleport to go to him and grab a hold of him.
Okay.
I am now roughly his size and holding on to him. Then I cast it again safely on the ground.
Okay.
Back on the promontory.
And what is this teleport you're talking about?
It is Dimension Door.
Dimension Door.
Which I can cast instantaneously to 500 feet.
Wow.
And go to locations that I know. And I've been on the promontory, so...
Okay. So the challenge right now is time. It's time. It takes an action to cast.
Yeah, I know.
And you had to cover a lot of distance.
Yeah,
so I like the idea. Overall, though, you're in a challenging situation.
If I'm not running all the way to where Puck is,
yeah,
I'm
that's
running out
true.
this way.
You could just run perpendicular.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run perpendicular off to the edge. So you're about 50 feet away horizontally. You leap off the edge, hoping all this works. God, I hope I memorized this spell as you're falling through the air.
Did I get the right potion?
On the edge.
So I won't make you roll any athletics. You're able to pull that off speed-wise. However, as you're falling, he is just about ready to hit the water, time-wise.
Okay.
As soon as you leap off and you're over there, he is falling. He's just about ready to crash 100 feet down into water, which really doesn't matter at that altitude. And you can try to cast this spell. It will be an Arcana roll, and you will need a challenging 17 to pull off. The spell will be cast. The question is, are you dimensioning door to his body in the water or his body before he hits the water?
All right. What's this?
That was near his...
Oh, this was in my pile? Yeah. I don't know if it's a valid die.
I don't
know. Yeah, he hasn't called it, so I'm going to leave it out.
Okay. Arcana roll 17. What's your Arcana bonus?
1. I'm not it's on my expertise list later on, but here we go. A 14.
14. You cast the spell and you gasp as it's too late, and boom. Elmon, you hit the water and you take some damage. I don't think you got hit in the battle, right?
No, you're full.
I've taken a total of 6 damage so far. And if I can, obviously, I'm going in feet first.
Okay. You take 16 more points of damage.
And looks like you're going to keep rolling.
And 20 points of damage, and that's it.
So 36 damage?
36 total damage from that fall.
That's 42. I'm fine.
All right.
Things are good.
How much do you have left?
25.
25. You hit the water hard, you lose your breath, and then Real, what the hell is happening with you?
So I've appeared in the water, so I swim up to him.
Yeah, let's see. You cast it by the time he's a few feet underwater, having taken that impact. You arrive next to him, continue your momentum. So I'm going to have you take just 2d6 points of damage.
All right.
From weird... Oh, man, max 12 points of damage.
That's where all the momentum went.
As you were really going, Elmo! And you just swallow half the ocean.
Why did I open my mouth for this?
And you are now, however far that is, 20 feet under the
20
water.
Feet under the water. I grab hold of him in my new form and size and pop us back into the promontory where I would have stepped off the thing, probably right there.
Okay.
I hate to ask, is there a verbal component to that?
I don't know. Good question, though.
You're still here underwater.
I can still hear underwater. I can still
It's
speak.
only verbal, actually.
Only verbal?
Only verbal.
Oh, okay.
All right, you grab onto him with your larger size, and just these oversized. And again, halflings don't have normal proportions, so it's a little odd. He's not a human. It's a weird halfling who's now large in size.
Like a very large baby.
Yeah, a large baby is now wrapped around these baby hands.
Start trying to smack it away.
Some Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters grabs onto you. You guys are able to catch a breath of air, and the waves are trying to push you against some rocks. And Rill, you need to make another Arcana roll to be able to get this spell off while you're being tossed around in these waves, and your difficulty is only a 12.
Right. Well, 19.
19. You're able to cast a spell. Shoo! You are back up at the top, really close to the edge, and almost fall back, and are able to drop him on the edge of the promontory. Both of you guys soaking wet.
I see why Puck does not like water.
Thanks, big guy.
Puck, you've got this orc.
So
You get to go next. He went first with Elmon's toss.
yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him
Okay.
with an 18.
Is a hit.
And basically just want to, because it's force damage, so I kind of just want to knock his ass right off the edge. But he does take 13 damage.
All right, you blast him. You don't knock him off. Instead, you pretty much knock him unconscious and blast his legs out from underneath him. And he slams partway on the edge of the cliff on his belly. And then he slides off and falls off the edge to his doom.
And then I'm going to run.
Unless, Rill.
Nope, I'm out of
You
spells.
want, no, okay.
That's it.
Just
And then I'm going to run to the edge, because I
I
hadn't
could've
seen
saved it.
anything else going on with Rill, and like look down for my buddy.
All right,
What the
you look, you don't see anything. You start taking off armor. You're trying to figure out what to do. And then off the left side, about 30 feet away of your peripheral vision, you see them moist at not too far away.
How the fuck that happened?
Big guy here. I don't know.
Make it stop. My armor's off. I'm taking off stuff so it doesn't get damaged.
Yeah, you're
now.
about to Hulk some loincloth type stuff.
I'm going to cast a level 2 Cure Light Wounds on myself.
What level were those spells, Real? The Dimension Door.
2 and 4. 4 and 4.
4 and 4, big ones. Necessary ones. But big one. All right, Avius. You were
10.
making your way,
10.
walking towards the middle of the camp?
Yeah, I'm not really paying attention. I'll just dash.
Okay.
So do a double move.
All right, you dash. You're doing that. You're doing that. You're
that
doing
wizard.
that. Puck, then you can make a perception roll.
Oh, him. I was like, the shaman's already dead. You mean him?
17.
Okay. Avius, you're dashing across through the camp, making your way towards the end, towards the contraption where there's two orcs still trying to see what's going on and make it work. Elmon, you are on the edge, casting healing on yourself, you said? Rill, you are also right next to Elmon on the edge, trying to contemplate what the heck is going on with your body. Changes where you had no fur before.
I feel funny.
And Puck, you just get done cursing your friends, and you happen to turn around and see behind you, coming up the peninsula, a warband of orcs. You count triple the number that you've encountered just now. And they are not charging up. They are not racing up with weapons. They are confidently walking up, knowing they have completely cut you off.
Back in the drink.
The rest of your friends are completely oblivious, dealing with their own needs.
I yell. I mean, they see me. They see us. They know what they're coming in for. So I yell at the rest of the party.
What do you say?
We got more coming. A lot more.
Good.
This jolly halfling goes to hug.
Yes. His IQ goes down, his high goes up.
Everyone turns to Puck and looks back, and you can see the amount of people he's talking about approaching. I'll get some ready.
But you said 3 times the
3 times the amount. There are, say about a score, 20 of the regular orcs you've been battling, and maybe about 8 to 10 of the stronger Battleborn, like the one who just threw Elmon off the side. You can see.
Thanks for reminding us.
You can see there are 2 shaman-type casters amongst this warband, and there is also a meaty war chief guy, and they are all walking in this big line.
Okay. What do we do?
Puck's gonna move back, so he's not just hanging in the wind there.
What's with the contraption?
How far away are they?
Maybe 200, 300 feet.
I mean, I can probably kill 4 or 5 of them before they get here.
Even at my best, I could not handle that many.
Puck's also gonna, because he still has the call lightning, he's gonna zap these 2.
Oh, they're in range?
Yep.
Got it. One takes half damage, the other one takes the full damage. Another blast of lightning comes out.
25 total.
Okay. Boom. Yeah, we'll say that kills both of them, actually. And lights up the device for a brief moment before it powers down again.
Okay. Elmon will run, jump up on top of the boulder that's kind of closer to all of the Betty coming, and just start not throwing, but shooting. Just throw my bow. Just start shooting arrows down.
Real will run to the contraption to figure we can use it for
There were still
figure out what it is.
Couple of hidden ones.
A couple of hidden ones over there.
Yep.
So I don't know. You want to put them?
No. So you want to run to the contraption?
Boy. Where's our wizard? Oh, there he is.
Come in!
Yeah, I'm running for the...
For the contraption? You're doing the same thing, Avius? Okay. Rill, as you run around the edge towards this pinnacle of the promontory, a promontory pinnacle, you come around a boulder and are attacked by an orc trying to catch you by surprise. Rolled the same thing with advantage, hits you with a 22 and 9 points of slashing damage.
Where did that take place?
That's taking place right around more towards the edge there. There you go. Perfect.
Trying to take cover behind this thing that's there if I can.
Yeah, you're
cover.
Yep, you're behind the cover. And that situation, Avius, you're making your way up and you're close to that situation too. What would you like to do, Avius?
I'll firebolt the orc.
The guy?
There.
Go for it. Make a range magic.
And that's gonna be
20. Don't you have to?
You got to hit first.
Oh.
So 12 damage if you hit.
12.
Is a miss. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a miss. Almost hit him. It flashes against the boulder nearby and Rill.
Can I zap that guy?
Let's let Rill go next.
Rill puts on his armor.
Okay. I believe that takes an action.
No, it's a bonus.
It's a bonus. You snap your finger, your armor's back on. Magically appears.
I see if that impresses him ever so.
He snaps his fingers to turn it off.
I make it disappear again.
Snapping battles. Snap on. Snap off your armor.
I put a level 3 cure wounds on myself.
All right. Healing away.
Healing away. That is a
Fuck, you're bringing down Call Lightning again?
If I can.
Sure.
Yeah.
How long does that one last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes is great. I was going to say 1 minute, it's about done.
So dex saving.
Dex saving throw coming through. Natural 20. He avoids the damage completely.
Oh, God, that's an awful roll.
A bad heal over there?
10 points for me.
10 points healed.
It was...
What does that bring Rill up to?
18.
18.
Okay. And... Bum. Elmon, you were firing away.
Correct. So, Elmon will knock a poisoned arrow.
Okay.
And fire at whoever the leader-looking guy is.
All right.
And take that first shot.
All right. And this is 200 feet? Is that...
No disadvantage.
All right.
Because of my sharpshooter ability.
Sweet.
Means I can fire up to 600 feet without disadvantage. So, and this is not using sharpshooter. I'm just firing normally. 13.
13. Misses.
All right. Second poison arrow goes right at him again. And how about a 16?
Bounces off his armor.
Okay. As a bonus action, I will quaff a potion of greater healing.
Ooh.
Healing myself for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Lots of potions being consumed.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Healing myself for 13 more. 22, leaving myself with 19 damage, I believe.
All right. The group, this warband that was boldly striding up in a line, once arrows started being fired at them, the commander yells out, "Kill the elf!" And the line just gets enraged, and they come racing up with massive amounts of speed and aggression, while lobbing javelins at max range at the end of their run. You essentially have the scene from 300 happening, Elmon, as the sky is blotted out by javelins. They're all at disadvantage.
As they say, we will fight in the shade.
15,
Nope.
8,
Nope.
9,
Nope.
critical miss, 16,
Nope.
jeez, no critical miss, 11,
Nope.
8, are you kidding? Critical miss, 11, 7, holy cow, this is insane. Finally, an 18 has to hit.
That will hit.
Critical miss, 9, 13,
Nope.
21,
Yeah.
and 11.
So 2 hit.
2 hits.
Four critical misses.
Yeah.
Wonder what happens with those.
Can't those counteract
blow
the
up.
hits?
They hit the orc in front of them accidentally.
Maybe. All right. You got hit for 6 piercing damage each.
So 12.
6 plus 6. Wow. And Puck, you're behind that boulder, and you take cover right against it as just javelins just come landing all over the place. And it's a new round, if you will, for the orc. He's going to go, and he's going to slash at you, Rill, again.
Okay.
He misses. You may make a dexterity roll.
Straight.
Yep.
Okay. 9.
He misses and puts his back. He tries to stab you and actually trades places with you, and his back is against the edge, and he's teetering. You're not able to capitalize on it quite yet, and you can go right now, Brill.
Oh, he's teetering at the edge.
Yeah, he critically fumbled. You pulled him towards you. You swap places. He's teetering on the edge. You'll have advantage on anything you want to
I've
do.
got to do the Sparta kick.
Okay. Make a attack roll, and with advantage.
With advantage. Find my stupid die. Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, I suppose it should be right there. Thank you. Was that that wasn't a straight roll. That was a what?
Attack roll. Shoot your normal weapon roll.
A weapon roll.
Yeah.
Adding that. Oh, my strength is nothing. 17.
17. You shout out whatever the equivalent for this is Sparta. What is that?
I'm probably still growing here.
Oh, yes.
This is mine. But just kind of nudge him off the edge.
All right. Your foot, which is now the size of his chest, you are growing really big now.
Jesus. Okay.
You kick him, and he goes sailing 10 feet out before arcing down and crashing. He takes 10d6 points of damage and does not quite survive.
That was that. My remainder action is to run to the device.
Device, okay. And Avius, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm running up there.
All right, so Avius, you're at the device. You see it's kind of like an Eiffel Tower base of 3 prongs that stick out of metal that are jabbed into the ground. And it's got these metal sections rise up, and then attached to them are placed in these strange magical bramble type things. And then there is this orcish head facing away from the camp and out to the ocean. And it is then that you can see there are 3 orc warships out on the ocean.
And I see that they are where relative to the nettle?
You see one is heading towards your left side of the promontory. You're not sure where they're headed. And 2 are heading towards the right side, which is the coast side where the nettle you left anchored.
Can I do an Arcana roll to like see if I can figure out what this thing is, how it works?
Sure, make an Arcana roll. Absolutely.
How to use it.
Does it appear, at least to Rill, that it is cannon-like? Does it have a shape that would be familiar to that end?
No, it's very vertical.
Very vertical.
Yeah.
15.
15. You cannot tell the purpose of this with the Arcana, but you can tell there is crude, nasty orc magic about it. I would not recommend taking pieces of that with you.
And I see these ships.
Can we use this? Is this no? Actually, he's big and stupid now. Can we use this? Help me, please.
His big baby head's just barely hanging onto his chest.
Swatting
like
away
my friend
cumulus
Will.
clouds.
Have you met my friend Rill? You look very much like him, except bigger.
Rill is now 10 feet tall.
Oh, 10. I've got to dispel this.
You are also naked at 10 feet tall.
Negative 10 feet.
This is not a high-end magic potion, so it doesn't grow the rest of your equipment.
No.
Your stuff has been scattered in this trail behind you. So you're naked, 10-foot tall halfling. Hitting puberty with his voice.
I'm
Disgusting.
I kind of flaunt a bit in front of the old man.
I got to pee.
Drowns Avius.
He drowns the warships.
Well, I know what I'm doing for my next turn. So,
Okay.
I
Contemplate life.
does it look like the nettle sees the 2 ships?
You may make a perception roll disadvantage.
10.
10. You can't see. No idea.
Okay. Rill, I don't know what to do here.
Can I'm too big. I can't handle this. I can't ascertain what it is or what it does.
You may make an Arcana roll, which you're certainly not known for.
Should be known. I'm a bard.
No.
This is like get some cover. No.
No idea. Elmon, you may go. About 110 feet away is this line of orcs.
I will turn, jump down off the boulder,
Okay.
and move, dash.
You're going super speed.
So that's, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 140 feet that I can move. Because it's 35 for move, and then the dash is a move.
A move. So,
yeah. So
70, 140 feet.
yeah.
That's a lot.
Get there, no problem.
Yeah. You're
You could
like
do that
off-
with just a move.
Jump right up. And I will start tying my 100 feet of rope to the beacon there. Just just look at that, like look at Rill and frickin' Avius here and be like, hey, frickin' Frack, like
I'm up here.
get that thing out of my face. Smack it. We got like 30 orcs coming for us, and just start tying off my rope and toss it down over the edge.
Okay. Lots of more javelins are thrown, but they peppered the boulder you left, and you are tying your rope as we speak. Puck, what did you want to do?
I'm gonna move.
And you can hear again this pounding and this roar of guys closing in.
What have I lost as far as equipment? Have I lost everything?
You have lost everything. It's about maybe 40 feet away near that edge where you were battling that last orc.
I'll
Okay.
move over this way then to try to maybe collect.
Puck,
All right.
get my bag.
All right,
Yeah.
you're picking up some of his stuff, which now is like a tiny ukulele-sized loot compared to him.
Yeah, I'm just like find his bag and I'm just throwing whatever into it.
Okay. The bag accepts it hungrily.
Yes.
That's happening. Avius.
I guess I'm starting to shimmy down a rope.
Well, you can. The rope has not been tied yet. He's
And you'll be behind me because I'm out.
I do whatever I can to help Elmon tie the rope.
I
Okay.
mean, unless somebody comes up with a better plan in the next like 5 seconds.
You can't say anything right now, Puck.
I
You're
know.
far away from the group gathering stuff. That's done. Elmon, you have
Yeah,
finished.
you're fine. Go ahead.
Elmon, you have finished tying the rope. Elmon,
Yes,
you
sir.
have finished tying the rope.
I look around at everybody. Anybody got a better plan, guys?
Silence.
I give about 5 seconds and then I rappel off the edge.
All right. He's doing some military ranger spec ops rappelling off the edge of the promontory. And, Rill, what are you doing? You are 12 feet tall now.
12. I just step into the water.
You step down into the puddle of the ocean with your playboats.
My playboats. I try to jostle this thing to see if it can come free a bit.
All right. Make a strength roll. And
While Elmon is rappelling down the cliff.
He made the decision.
I forgot about that.
Everybody just waits and then like as soon as I'm going, shake.
And you have +5 strength modifier now.
What? Plus
Yes.
5. All right, here we go. Plus 5, 13.
13. You grab onto it. Elmon, you can see him messing with it, and then you're grateful it's in there tight and it doesn't move. And then the last second, one of the 3 prongs at the bottom comes loose and some dirt comes out, and you have a decent hold. So another turn, Rill, and you can have this thing completely out.
I start, go! I've got this!
Avius, what did you want to do?
So you want me to go down the rope? Yeah.
Use my foot and try to push him off.
Very well. See you later. Down Avius goes.
All right, Avius, you are scrambling down. Elmon and Avius, can you guys both make athletics rolls for me, just for a general speed sense of climbing down the
18.
rope? Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a non-natural 1.
Okay.
A non-natural one. Okay.
Non-natural
You're gonna
one.
beat
Can't
me
help
to
you
the
there.
ground.
So, Elmon, you're going down fast. You're not even using your legs, and then you're just
Yeah.
barely even touching the rope. Avius, you get caught in the rope and wrapped up right at the top.
Well,
Somehow.
sort of what I had
Help.
in mind was the forward rappel where my feet, like, I'm facing straight down and my feet are actually against the
interesting.
rock as I'm just like,
I like it.
yeah.
I like it. And Puck.
I'm just collecting all of his shit and moving.
Well, as you're doing that,
Just grab the bag.
a giant glob of black psychic magic comes flying your way. I think
perfect.
with a 9 to your armor class.
Nope.
And a second one comes flying towards Puck again. with a 9. Wow, just smashing against the boulders. The psychic energy splatters, almost makes a shrieking noise. You take no damage. And a third one is fired at the 14-foot tall halfling, removing the device at the edge of the promontory. With a 14 to your armor class. No armor.
No armor? 14. That I don't know.
I think that's a hit.
I think it's a hit. How are we figuring
It would just be 10 plus your dexterity modifier.
10 plus modifier would be 13.
So close.
So close.
You're getting it out. You're paying attention to the crazy wizard who somehow got tangled up in his feet on this straight rope. You're not sure how that's happened. And when you are hit by the psychic ball blob of energy,
Yeesh.
decent roll, 16, 21, 22 points of psychic energy.
I collapse to the psychic energy.
Oh!
I have this kind of Fey Ray moment. This King Kong moment.
All right, and Rill, you drop unconscious, and Avius, you see Rill naked, 15 feet tall. His eyes go glazed, his knees go limp, and he falls. And Rill, you can make a unconscious dexterity roll to fall on the promontory. Otherwise, you fall off the promontory. This is going to be a dex save. Dex save.
All right. Natural 20. I get back up, tear it out.
So you fall unconscious, but you can choose whatever safe manner you want that to be as you fall. Do you want to fall just onto your knees and you're safely there? Do you want to place this thing down safely? Do you want to fall off? Do you fall off, take it with you? Any way you want.
Fall off, take it with me.
What?
It's pretty much. It's
Did
how
you roll a 1 or a 20?
It's how I wanted to vision it. So I've grabbed this thing. I'm trying to tear it free, and then I get hit. I'm like, but I make sure to hold on to this thing, wrap my arms in it, and tear it out and go over.
Oh, you tear out like a loose tooth this machine from the top of the promontory.
Like even a chunk of the promontory is like cut away.
And like King Kong, you just lifelessly fall past Avius, and Avius, you're like, what? And then you're immediately whipped behind him as the rope is attached to the device.
Jesus Christ.
Elmon, you're looking down, and you just know with those sensations of weight on the rope and everything, this is just not going to be good. And you go falling. Did you just kill the party? And you go falling Rill. And Puck, you can go now. You are the last one left standing. With maybe 30 feet away is just a line of dudes.
Well, doesn't leave me with a whole ton of options.
I have an idea for you. Since I'm out cold, can my voice travel?
You're out cold.
I'm going to sling his bag around me, jump off the cliff,
Okay.
and then turn into an eagle.
All right. You sling the bag over. The bag becomes part of your equipment. You leap off. Forget quite how to do the new eagle spell. And as you're falling, okay, yeah. And then you get it. Greatest American hero. And then you...
Just like right, like just swoop right before I hit the water.
Okay, and right before you turn into an eagle form, and his equipment and all yours becomes part of that form. And you have total control as you're flying. Anything you want to do. You can also see your friends are falling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay below the cliff so they're not hitting me with anything.
Okay.
And just like fly way out and then, come back eventually.
Okay. All right. Avius?
As we're falling, once we get within, is there any beach like at the foot of the cliff, or is it water?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a beach there.
All right.
You may not hit it.
As we're falling, right before we fall into the water, I cast Misty Step on myself.
Oh, okay.
And I lands. I appear safely on the beach.
Appear safely.
All right, now there's one catch now that Rill can certainly inform you of with teleportation spells.
It's not. Well, it is teleportation. Yes.
Yes, you maintain your momentum. How can you creatively make that happen?
I teleport
The eyes brightened up.
I teleport myself from a vertical direction and open the door horizontally so that I spill across the beach.
All right, so we're turning this into Portal, the game Portal. All right, so you're falling down like crazy and you're trying to reorient the location. It's not quite designed that way, but you're going to try and make it happen. Make an Arcana roll.
Okay. That's a 22.
You are able to angle it that way, and you take damage totaling 12 points only,
Okay.
which is a lot less than your friends will be taking.
Yeah.
And you angle it such that you skip across the water, and then land on the beach, and then it's just rolling and coming to a stop.
Yeah.
Well, I was a good ways down, wasn't I?
Yes. I will give you that. You were a good ways down. Elmon, you fall and you hit the water. You got halfway down the distance. I'm rolling terribly. The ground's rolling poorly. You only take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You only take 9 points of damage.
9 points of sand poisoning.
Wow. And Avis, as soon as you hit the beach, splash, Elmon hits the water hard.
I had you at 36.
No.
No?
26.
27. Cheater.
And Rill,
Rill, the unconscious.
you hit the ground
The mighty falling.
at full damage.
Don't you have like feather fall or something?
Jeez.
I don't have feather fall cocked and loaded.
What a time. What a
I
day.
know.
What a day.
19, 20. Only 26 points of damage
Will
to
not
Rill.
kill me outright. I will suffer one immediate fail save.
Of a death saving throw.
And the immediate damage will not kill me unless, if it were
If it was your max hit
30,
points.
no, if it was 32, I think it's 50%.
No, it's max hit points is an insta-kill.
Insta-kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're still at 0. You now have 1 death save against you, 2 more death saves, and you are dead. Puck, that's what you see. Splash, splash, beach, and rope and thump. This crazy device that breaks into 17 pieces.
How far away is the nettle from the rest of my party?
About half a mile. And you can't quite see it. It's around the bend of the promontory. There are about 20 or 30 orcs back up at the top of the promontory that are just have stunned looks, looking down and like, what just happened?
We just wanted to talk.
We wanted to warn you about the orcs in the camp are bad orcs. Yeah, they're not doing any weapons. They're not trying to scramble down it. They're just stunned looking down at these shapes in the water.
Have they reached the,
Oh, yeah. They were right behind Puck.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
So, Elmon, you're conscious. You're gasping for air. You see a 16-foot naked halfling butt floating in the water. He does not appear to be conscious.
How close?
Maybe 12 feet away. His head is right next to you. So, yeah, about 12 feet away.
All right, I'll give him a little. Elmon gives him a little tap on the head, which
All right.
Translates to a cure light wounds. He says, good luck, and then dives under the water. And I'm going to, as soon as I can,
Abandon the party.
Control Shift G to ungroup.
Oh, yeah, here. Let me roll the heal for you. You are healed for 3 points of damage.
You want to flip him over so he can breathe?
No.
No, I'm good.
Rill, you come back conscious.
Come back conscious.
In a panicked state, you start gulping water and puking. Make an athletics roll or lose 33% of your total hit points.
All right.
Total available hit points.
Thanks. Roll. No, I will lose 33%.
All right, that comes to 1 hit point of damage dealt to you.
At least it wasn't off the max.
Yes. And Elmon, you said you're diving down under the water.
2 things that I intend to do at this point.
Start a new episode.
Kiss my ass goodbye.
Probably, but
New party.
first one shall be Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
And the second one is ability I've never used before, Mask of the Wild.
What the heck is that?
You can attempt to hide even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena. I'm going to assume wavy, watery stuff
Right.
will probably qualify for that.
Sure.
And I believe, if I was reading correctly earlier,
And also Halfling Detrius counts as...
Halfling Detrius.
it will give me a +3 to any stealth rolls that I make.
All right.
And I am attempting just to hide between the waves, just blend into the rock outcroppings.
So every cheesy action movie from 1993 to 2008 where the hero dives into the water and just somehow magically disappears and reappears the next scene is what you're replicating very well with your spells right now.
Absolutely.
All right. Elmon has disappeared. He said, what did you say? Good luck?
Yeah.
And then he dives down to drown, apparently. Avius, you're sitting in the sand, and you can see a coughing, gagging white whale of halfling rill.
I figure by the end of the day, I'll just be able to walk to the city.
Avius backs up as close as he can to the cliff
Okay.
face, just to avoid being
Incoming
spotted
fire?
from above.
All right.
And
Make a stealth roll.
I'm assuming I have disadvantage.
Twice.
What'd you roll?
a 5.
A 5.
I don't know if the Pass Without a Trace will help him.
No, no. What's the range on it?
Oh, self.
So,
So no.
it can't be. We've been using it for...
Oh, wait. Veil of Shadows and Silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has +10 bonus to stealth.
All right, that does work.
15.
All right. Avius, you're plastered against the base of the cliff on the small, thin strip of beach.
But it's only going to be for a short period of time because I'm continuing to move.
Okay.
Fine. And I'm just kind of keeping an eye on Rill, and just kind of slowly, like sidestepping
Shimming
along
the edge.
this cliff.
Should we go opposite directions? Confuse the party?
To head back towards the direction of where I think the nettle is.
Okay. Rill, you're like some sort of high school nightmare waking up naked in the pool with with 30 people staring down at you. You are 17 feet tall right now.
17?
Yes. It's beginning to get a little painful in strange areas.
I imagine so.
Look at that.
I do want to cast Dispel Magic on myself.
Okay. What level do you want to cast that at?
3 is the only thing I have available.
Okay. You cast the spell. You are able to pull it off in the water, and you are able to cancel the spell. And you immediately feel yourself shrinking down, 14 feet, 12 feet, 8 feet, 7 feet, 6 feet.
Do I have this cool bionic sound effect and little outlines of my image?
And but the point of reference is at the very bottom, so you're drowning.
Oh, I know,
yourself.
yeah.
No, just
It
kidding.
all goes up.
Take 66% of your remaining hit.
Yeah. And you start to shrink back down to your normal self as some javelins are thrown your way.
Uh-oh.
With a disadvantage. Oh, I think you're screwed already. 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. You are hit and knocked unconscious.
Does Avius see this?
Avius, you do see this.
Oh,
You
no,
see
that
him
won't
change
trigger.
shape and like, woo, finally, shoom, he's hit by a javelin, and you just see him disappear, and this javelin straight in the water bobbing like a cork.
Crap.
You know exactly where he's at, even though you can't see real at all.
There's like cheering up at top. He was too big to begin with.
I think I popped him.
Well,
Hold on, we also skipped Sir Puck.
Yeah.
Caca! What is this?
This is the eagle soaring towards my friends.
Okay.
Low, like real, like just skimming the water.
All right, feet
I bet you
skimming
can
the
knock
water.
a couple of those guys in on a first like sneak
I'm
pass.
not going after 30 of them. Peppered with 47 javelin. And come to. Oh, no, I want to do that. I want to slow down and try to. Oh, that's just gonna fuck him up. No, just I'm gonna land at the beach, like close to Avius.
To Avius, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could also land on the javelin sticking out of the water.
you could grab it as you fly.
You look
off.
I am, but I'm a pretty big eagle. If I grab onto the javelin,
He's a small halfling now.
I mean, yeah, if I could
presenting
like
terrifying options
grab
now.
him with my talons and like
You
shoot him onto the beach.
swing out and come in towards the beach really fast, and in between you and the beach is this bobbing javelin in the water. You fly right at it, grab on with both talons and pull, and make a bird athletics roll. So whatever the strength, you have a strength modifier for that?
Mm-hmm.
And well, it doesn't count. Do it with advantage.
I don't think I'll need it. Yeah, 21.
21. And you catch a big fish at the end of this fishing spear type thing, and you drag him through the water. He's still dying of drownness under the water. But you're able to drag him out and pull him along the beach, and he is out of the water.
Okay, then I want to.
Drop him.
Well, yeah, no.
You're dropped, so you're a naked, wet halfling covered in sand.
I want to extend my wing towards the wizard to hopefully he gets the clue to climb on.
Okay.
Are you sure? Here we go.
Oh, also, Rill is still dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am aware.
Avius,
We're all aware.
Making sure you know.
Avius commando rolls over.
So my idea is to fly off with the wizard on my back and reel in one of my talons.
If you take just the wizard, it'll be a little challenging. You're not that big. You're not a giant, massive Lord of the Rings eagle.
Oh, size large. Sorry,
Ooh.
at the very bottom.
I stand corrected. It is a large beast. It's not. I was thinking it was like small to medium, maybe medium. It is large. You can carry Avius. You would struggle carrying Elmon somehow at the same time, but with a smaller halfling, you can do both. Yeah.
Okay.
Avius, you climb on the back of the bird. Rill, you need to make a death saving throw right now. You
One
want to
death
roll
saving throw.
a 10 or higher, no modifier.
No
Any
modifier.
kind.
I'm under 10, so that's a mark against me. That's my second one.
All right. We continue the marks throughout a long rest, by the way. We do not reset on consciousness. Okay. Puck, what's happening?
I want to take off and land close to where our rowboat was.
That will take... What's your speed?
80 feet, fine.
That'll take you 4 rounds to do.
Okay, skip that. I'll go 1 round, 80 feet, and land on the beach.
Okay. You fly 80 feet. You're getting around the promontory. You land on the beach. That was your move.
And then turn back into Puck
As a bonus?
as my action.
Your actions turn. Okay.
And then bonus action, 2 Bombs of the Summer Court to Rill.
Okay.
to heal you for 8.
You remember being at the top, holding on this device, then you got hit by something, then you wake up drowning, and then you remember you need to push down in with some pointy thing, and now you're suddenly on the beach naked, covered in sand.
With a javelin sticking out of me.
Yeah, being used as a transportation device.
Sounds like
You have to remove these first before you heal.
He fully heals you with the javelin still in. Just healed around. It's a fleshy sheath around it.
This is not good. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Puck. I think, yes, I'm still alive. Where's Elmon?
Don't know, but here's your bag.
I hop in.
More javelins are thrown from the side since you didn't complete your move, and none of them hit. They hit the beach, though, and pierce the beach.
Run!
Elmon, what are you doing?
Hiding, moving away.
It's underwater right now.
If feasible. I mean, if I can get on the beach, if I see that they're not paying attention, get on the beach and just kind of stealth away.
Okay. You see Puck's crazy bird antics draws all of their attention. And as he flies around,
I'll go the other way.
they disappear from up above.
So since they're being paid attention to on the right, I'm going to go left.
Okay. And you're getting out of the water?
If it seems like a good idea, yeah.
All right. Make a stealth roll with advantage with your pass without a trace.
And with my Mask of the Wild,
All right.
because I'm starting at plus 20 then.
All right.
So 38.
All right. That is pretty good. You slink out, a wet shadow of a seaweed blending in. You have seaweed draped off of you like a ghillie suit.
Like ghillie suit, yeah.
And you are out onto a thin strip of beach on the other side of the promontory.
And I will continue to move away from this band of orcs.
Okay. Puck, you appear to be in some sort of captain bird position type thing. What's your plan now?
I'm going to heal, do a cure wounds on the halfling, and then just tell him to let's shag ass. Let's get the hell out of here.
Avius, you can also see more javelins going to be thrown down from above.
We need to go. There, they see us.
Rill is heading off.
That's 19 more.
Rill, you head off,
more?
you come back, you get touched, then you head off again. You get healed some more. What's Rill's health at now?
27.
27.
It's huge.
And you're sprinting now down the beach side? Is that the plan?
That is the
yeah.
plan.
Okay, one for each of you. Avius, 11.
Yes.
10 for Puck.
Yes.
And Rill is a 9. Javelins just land in the dirt behind you as you guys run. You're sprinting as fast as you can along the beach side, and you're running and you're running and you're running. You can see some rocks up ahead, which is where those original scouting orcs were firing their arrows or their javelin. I think it was arrows at the time from.
Mm-hmm.
And you know your boats hidden within that area. You also can tell by the occasional missed javelin from behind, you're being pursued by this warband, but they're up at an altitude descending down the slope promontory.
Yeah.
But it's not perfectly parallel. It kind of turns a little bit away, so you will have a little bit of edge on them ahead of time. And you guys are running. The slowest one of you is Rill with 25-foot movement.
Yep.
So you want to leave him behind, I assume?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Puck will stay with him.
And
Avius.
Elmon is going to continue to make his way around the promontory there
Okay.
and try and get up to a vantage point where he can see what's going on.
All right. You're running in. Hold on. You're running into a bit of a situation of some small cliffs. There's a 25-foot cliff is the lowest part you can see around here. So you can try to scale that.
25-foot cliff. Like I have to climb up?
Yep. To reach flat plateau where the kind of the promontory begins.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right. Make an athletics roll.
6.
6. You try and you will succeed. However, you will take damage.
Eventually.
That's the craziest dice roll I've ever seen.
Die is just spinning and spinning and spinning.
6. You take 10 brutal points of damage as you fall and land on the only small rock in the entire beach on your back.
So I have to make a concentration saving throw to remain pass without the trace. Do I get a bonus on that? Is that...
No, it's just a 10 or higher.
All right. No, I failed.
Okay. Then you can make another athletics roll, but you kind of have a path now. Make it with advantage to climb up this.
21.
All right. You use the stairs next to it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's a rope.
Is that like a difficult terrain
elevator.
type thing?
What's that?
Is that a difficult terrain kind of thing? Because he's got like some...
No.
No.
And you climb up angrily quickly and get up to the top. As soon as you do, you dive into another very thin little bush that's small and very sparse as a band of 30 enraged orcs come running down in between you and where you think your boat is at. Mm-hmm. And they make a wide left-hand turn and head down further towards the beach where the boat should be.
Whoever's in the very back, right before he disappears,
Okay.
I'm going to shoot 2 arrows.
Okay. Go for it.
So the guy who one day said, I've been running enough. This
Yeah.
is it.
I'm just going to let
I'm hanging back.
lead.
Mom,
They've
take it
got
easy.
this.
You've done so much today. Hang out in the back. You've earned it.
That's going to be a 25
That's a hit.
for 11 points of damage.
All right. He gets shot, spins around, and is howling.
And takes, and then a 20, a non-natural 20
There's another hit.
for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17 more points of damage.
He gets shot and can see this tip of an arrow sticking out of his belly as he's shot in the back, spins around before he can even yell for help, and he is dropped.
Then I disappear.
Okay. Elmon, you see a couple of orc heads cautiously coming back over that rise as they saw their friend drop, and they're not sure. They're heading towards him to check him out.
Most of the orcs are continuing on, though.
You right now just see 2 little orc heads. Now some orc shoulders are coming up over a bit of a rise to see him.
I'm going to give it a little bit of time.
All right.
But as they go and they're investigating the body and not paying attention, how far away am I?
You're not close. I'd say maybe 100 feet.
Okay, I'm going to be moving further away,
Okay.
trying to gain more distance.
Guiding a warband.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. And then as soon as I feel like there's just those 2 more arrows go.
Avius, you have found the small wooden boat you came in. It's between rocks. You're there first. Puck is running with Rill, catching up from behind.
I start getting it shoved out into enough water to be mobile.
All right. Using all your strength, you start pushing and pushing. Make an athletics roll and see if you get a little bit of bonus speed on it.
Who's going to row this bastard?
Yeah, exactly. 13.
13. You're able to get it moving and get it unroped, unhooked, and pushed out, making some old man noise as you push it. And you got it floating in the water, turned around in the right direction as Rill and Puck come splashing through the waves towards you. Rill and Puck, you guys need to make athletics rolls right now just for overall long distance speed, as there is a warband closing in.
Anything straight? Roll?
Straight? Yep.
7.
7.
5.
5.
I'm ahead of someone.
You're like, so long, sucker! That'll teach you!
He's like right behind me too.
So, Avius, as you're pushing the boat, yelling for them to come on, you see them splashing, and behind them, coming down the promontory and then making this turn and heading towards the beach, are 27 orcs pouring down this beach side, and that's your current situation.
I'm starting to row.
All right, you climb in,
You son of a bitch.
and you are currently rowing.
But I'm angling. I'm angling to try
Away.
and intercept Puck and Rill.
They're behind you.
completely, like
yeah,
180?
They're pretty much behind you.
Oh, then I'm not. Then I'm just ready.
Okay.
I'm on the oars. I'm ready to go.
That means you're facing opposite the direction the boat will go, which means facing.
I'm watching 27
the 27 orcs.
While we're running up and doing all that, I'm singing an out of tune sea shanty, as but in like quick time, because I know I'm being followed by this. So and I'm offering a bardic inspiration to our Roman here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You have bardic inspiration, which is a D8.
D8 that you can spend any time in the next 10 minutes.
That's for Avius.
For piloting, if you wish.
Can I do something?
You can.
You can do
I didn't
anything.
yet? Okay. Then I
Don't forget you have a D8.
Fireball there, don't you?
I have a fireball, a flaming sphere. Fireball. I'm gonna cast Earth Armor.
Okay. You cast Earth Armor.
Good job continuing to look out for yourself.
Your flesh turns a little stone-type shimmer for a moment. The boat sinks just a little bit. Then it returns to normal look and weight. And that's when you see a wobbling black orb of psychic energy just slowly lobbing its way towards the boat, right towards you, Avius.
What am I rolling?
I'm rolling. It's an attack roll against your armor. So your Earth Armor might help. With an 18.
What?
That's a hit?
That's a hit.
You are hit.
Right? Let's see. Hold on. Armor 13 plus 6.
All right, that was a max damage psychic blob. 15 plus 4 is 19. 22 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have Arcane Ward.
Oh, yes.
Earth Armor triggered that.
Yeah.
Your
so
little
19,
shield.
so I take 3.
Nice.
Almost getting obliterated.
Close.
A shield around you absorbs the brunt of it, then you take a few points beyond that, and nice.
Hurry your asses up!
Elmon,
We're in the boat!
Elmon, you wanted to take some shots at some dudes?
I do.
All right.
Oh God, how do I do this? I guess the first arrow streaks out at whoever.
Okay.
That's going to be a 21,
Definite hit.
and they're going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second arrow, same
guy.
target, is going to be a 19.
Hits.
And that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more points of damage.
All right. You kill a second one. He falls dead on top of the first one. The third one looks around and throws a javelin into a bush about 80 feet away from you in anger. And he's not sure what to do. Grabs one of his fellow's javelins, pulls it off his dead body, throws it in another bush that is not you, and is totally bewildered as to what's going on. Puck and Rill, you guys are still splashing through the water. You can make athletics rolls, and you guys are totally fine and on the boat instantly. Otherwise, it'll take you an extra turn.
Boom. I don't know that counts. A 5.
5.
13.
Puck, you blast past Rill, leave him in your wake, and are able to climb onto the boat. And Avius, you have anything else you'd like to do?
Puck, your pants are wet.
Don't care. I do not care right now.
Can I do another thing?
You can do another thing. You can start rowing. You can cast a spell. Rill is just not on board yet. He's very close with the natives charging into the
How
beach.
tightly grouped are these gentlemen?
Moderately, yeah. Moderately glam together.
I would, if I'm able, while running, trying to cast a spell.
That may slow you down.
I think I would take the chance. It might be worth it.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and I'm going to have a picture of myself appear out on the beach.
Okay.
Like I'm sitting there next to the rock, just kind of taking cover, waiting for this warband.
All right. And does it have any range on that one?
I'm sure it does.
It's 30 feet, so it's not too far away.
It's not too far away, but it might be enough. Maybe
you can create a sound or an image, and it will last for a minute. No concentration at all.
Bloop. There's a picture of me.
So it's a picture of you, and
it's a sprite too, so it's totally two-dimensional.
It rotates as their view turns.
Parallaxes. What am I looking at?
And what is this image doing?
Crawling. Well, if it can move, it's.
I can't. It says create an image of an object.
So it'll be an image of me wounded, lying in the dirt, but a clear target, really.
Okay. All right. You draw a bunch of attention of several of these orcs. Someone yells, and they start closing in and charging. A group of them split off. Avius, you were still looking at some action you wanted to do?
Yeah. There's a leader, chief guy, shaman type.
You can see there's 3 larger orcs that you can easily pick out.
Okay, whoever threw that ball of psychic negativity at me.
Bad vibe.
So negative, dude.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer on him.
All right. You are about 100 feet away.
That is fine.
That's will work. Phantasmal Killer. I don't have a range on that.
120.
I don't have a range. Weird. Okay, Phantasmal Killer. You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears. You don't roll anything. The target makes a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, but they do take psychic.
All right. Unfortunately, you were not able to discern the correct guy who threw it at you.
That's all right.
You did get the orc commander instead.
Perfect.
He has a wisdom saving throw bonus of 0. Here he comes. 19.
Oh my gosh.
Did he just shrug off every bit of that spell? On a successful save, the spell ends.
Yeah, because 14 needed to do.
Wow. He stands tall and shakes that off, but continues him and his group of 5 chasing down this illusionary halfling. What size is this illusionary halfling, by the way? It isn't naked.
It's like 3 times as big. It's almost the size of the boulder that he's near.
All right.
Puck wants to cast Call Lightning and zap as many of these guys as he can.
Okay. And Call Lightning, what does it say?
120 feet.
Okay.
And then a 60-foot diameter anywhere within that I can
do a 5-foot target that then hits anyone
within 5 feet.
All right. And they're making dexterity saves?
Yes, sir.
Their dex saves are here. Hold on. My highest was a 19 and a 15.
Those both pass.
All right, and 2 more fail. And then there are 2 more on top of that. And
15 is the magic number.
All right. 3 fail and take full damage, and 3 take half damage.
25 total. Yeah.
All right. There's a huge crack of lightning in the mass of the warband, and a bunch of orcs go scattering. Some cower, some get tossed out. A couple just get zapped hard. No one's dead, but there's just chaos. And the line kind of just slows down for a little bit, and it starts to scatter, and some take cover behind a boulder, some go over here, and then the third group is still splitting off and is just now leaping through the air to pounce upon the triple-sized naked halfling image in the sand. Elmon.
2 more arrows at the final guy that's trying to figure out where I am.
All right, he spots you and sees you.
Give him my best elvish smile.
You can attack. Go for it.
And 2 arrows go streaking out. First one's going to be a 15 to hit.
Hits.
He is going to take a 5 damage.
Charging.
Second arrow is 17.
Also hits. He's charging.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more points of damage.
What was the first one then?
5. So total of 15.
He has 15. And he drops his face skidding in the dry grass.
As my bonus action will be a dash to start moving towards where this warband went to.
Okay.
To try and figure out where they are. And if I can get visibility within 600 feet.
I don't understand.
I just
He's
need to
gonna
be
take out the warband.
600 feet away and I can
okay.
start peppering them with arrows.
Gotcha.
Not the three in the boat, right? The warband.
Yeah.
The house is mine.
Remember, one of them owes you money.
Trying to cheat me out of that 15.
Real, you are able to, due to the chaos by these multiple spells cast, you are able to have enough time to climb aboard the raft. Woo! And Avius, you're pulling like crazy on the oars, I
We're starting to
assume.
row.
All right, you row out against the waves and try and get out into the sea. You may make an athletics roll. And don't forget, you do have a D8.
I do. Where'd it go?
Yeah, you were never given the
Okay.
D8, so.
It's just
And I can use that
Anytime in 10 minutes.
after the fact,
Yeah.
though, right?
After the fact, yeah.
Which makes it so powerful.
That's a 15.
I would
Use it.
I mean,
Now it's a 23.
Oh, jeez. Good bardic inspiration.
yeah.
The old sea shanty clicks in your mind, and you start rowing in rhythm with it, and a little smile crosses your face, and you hit another wave, and you smile, and you go, and javelins are thrown, but they all have disadvantages. You're pulling so far away.
And the good ship.
Each of you takes 2 attacks,
Ooh.
rolling here, and
I
then
don't like the looks at my.
here. I don't know about that one. That's a 16 to you, Puck?
Yep.
All right, Puck, you were hit once. I got a 19 on one of mine to Avius. You were hit, and Real, you are missed with both.
Oh.
So how many?
6 piercing damage to Puck and Avius. What's Avius at now?
15.
15. But, Avius, you have pulled so hard with just freakish old man sinewy muscles. You're able to get the raft out past the breakers and are now in smooth water and out of range of their javelins. And you guys are safely now out at the beginning of the sea.
Can I do one last lightning blast?
Absolutely.
Just the biggest chunk of them.
This is where you get combos.
15 total.
15 damage. You kill 2 and you wound.
What am I doing? 15. 25 damage.
You definitely kill 2. You badly wound. No, you kill 2. You kill another wounded one. You badly wound another one, and the orc war chief gets a critical success and just holds his ground and stares at you as lightning just blasts all around him. Elmon, you are hiding behind one of these tall, narrow boulders. You are at so there's the beach. The beach rises up slightly about 20 feet over about 150 feet in length.
mm-hmm.
And then it makes a steep right turn and the promontory begins.
Mm-hmm.
You are at the top of that beach slope. There's a boulder there you're next to, and you see the warband of orcs. You see your friends are now off and away safely. The warband of orcs are now gathering around their chief who's barking orders, and he's not happy. And some of them are now starting to turn around. They're heading back.
How far away are they?
About 150 feet.
Not further?
Oh.
No,
I got too close.
that's the only distance you can get and see him.
Is the chief wounded at all?
You may make a perception disadvantaged.
6.
You don't know who the chief is.
You said everybody was gathering around this one.
There was a gathering, and now half of them are turning and just kind of slinking back defeated. And they're going to make their way back up to the promontory.
How many are left?
There's about a dozen immediately coming your way, and you don't think it'll take long for the other dozen to follow.
That's 24.
I'm not that bad at math. I really just want to like take one of them out.
No, you do. You're sitting there while they're marching back. You're counting how many arrows you have in your
Yeah,
quiver.
pretty much.
You line up.
We line up.
So, can I pick out one that is definitely bigger, badder, more badass than most of the others?
You can. Absolutely. Just keep in mind, these dudes, when they're pissed off, are fast.
Are they 140 feet around fast?
Only one way to find out. But they close that distance up the promontory very quickly when they were in range.
Elmon just fades away.
All right.
And I will take a kind of a offshoot angle from where they're headed, traveling at speed through difficult terrain, no problem.
Oh, nice.
Just boom, 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 just opening distance so that like if they catch my trail or whatever, I'm gone, and I'm also using whatever elvish skills that I have to cover my trail in.
So do you want to go full speed or do you want to go stealthy? Give me an idea. Are you booking it or are you going quiet?
I will move the first couple 100 feet away stealthily,
Okay.
and then pick up speed as I go.
All right. You move quietly and slowly and stealthily. Make a stealth roll.
17.
Okay.
Unless you give me the Mask of the Wild, and then it would be 20.
Sure. All right. And
Oh,
then...
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 20.
Okay. And then you start running like crazy. Elmon is jumping over bushes. Brambles are snapping at your face, leaping over rocks. You avoid all that difficult terrain. You're running parallel along the course. And what are you three in the boat doing?
How far away are we from the gaggle of orcs on the shore?
Oh, let me check.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna heal the wizard
Okay.
real quick in the meantime.
You're about 200 feet pulling away.
22.
Wow.
Jesus.
That is a huge heal. How'd you do that? Cure light wound or heal wound?
From the gem of healing, so it's +3 to each dice. What did I say?
22. So 27.
I'm healing the wrong person. Shit.
And Elmon top.
Be 37.
37. Yeah.
37, yes.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Huge.
Rill, you want to do anything?
The sea shanty continues, and our oarsman receives another D8.
Right. You have another D8 bardic inspiration die.
Do we go back to the nettle or do we circle the island?
Not an island.
No, it's a continent.
Coast.
It'll take a while.
I think we go back to the ship. Go back to the nettle.
I agree.
Elmon was the one that took off. He can take care of himself.
Finally,
better
I've
than any
shed
of
myself
us.
of the party.
Very good. Yeah. We keep rowing
Okay.
towards the nettle.
You're rowing.
Nettle.
The nettle has pulled its anchor up. They have gotten their sails out. They are ready to take off, but they are not taking off. The sails are very loose and flapping in the wind, and they are essentially just primed and ready to go once you guys arrive in the boat. And you can see, those of you who weren't paying attention before, there are two orc warships closing in on your left-hand side. They are...
Port.
We're out at sea now.
Yeah, that's true.
Puck's scanning the coastline, looking for Elmon.
Make a perception roll.
It's a 21.
All right. Other than Puck, Rill, and Avius, you can see these orc warships are thick, meaty boats that are painted red with crazy disfigured, instead of a beautiful siren on the front, it's just disfigured warship. They are maybe 2-3 miles away and are closing in.
In a game of chicken, who's gonna get there first to the nettle?
I probably will. Make an athletics roll and don't roll a 1. Pretty easy.
That's a 15.
All right.
He says excited.
Again, pulling with newfound muscles, Avius, you're able to get your raft closer and closer to the nettle. When Puck, you can spot this darting, lithe, gazelle-like creature on the coastal edge, dancing between rocks and bushes.
I see the elf.
Tell him hello.
Hello, elf.
Finger.
He can't hear you from there. You guys are quite some distance. What's your plan?
Back to the city, Captain.
No, we're still
With
heading
all due haste.
towards the nettle.
All right, you guys climb up. You guys arrive at the nettle and climb up the little rope ladder they throw down. Captain Relace is there, and she says, "What happened?"
I ignore the captain and I run to the harpoon gun.
Okay.
And
She's calling out orders to men.
I'm assuming it's loaded, so I want to hook the rope to it. You said earlier that we can attach a line to it, and I want to, not at Elmon, but in his general direction. I want to fire it.
He's too far away for that.
No, it will, but it'll. Oh yeah, I guess it would sink. Okay, never mind.
All right. She gives out orders. Someone says, "And what do we do about the tender?" She says, "Cut it loose. We're going fast." Men are scattering all over the place. They let the small raft go, and the sails are taut, and the ship lights off. I mentioned there was wind out in that promontory, and it's definitely across the ocean, and the nettle speeds away. She gets out her spyglass and keeps looking back behind, and keeping an eye on the warband. Anthe is there, the old sailor. "Looks like you left one behind."
He'll catch up.
He's
quick, that one.
He's dead.
Oh, no. He's still alive.
No, he's right there.
Peppered and javelin.
He's like right at the edge of the boat, and he falls off dead.
Like in Platoon.
Yeah. What? He says, "Oh, you don't believe much in leaving no man behind then, huh?" He slaps you on the back.
Oh, he's not behind. He'll probably beat us there.
"Oh, good." And Relace yells at him to get back to work, and they work hard.
I will
see. Yes.
Continue the Songs of the Sea for them as well.
The Songs of the Sea? Is this a Time Life cassette tape?
That's what it is. Songs of the Sea.
Such songs as "Move Your Damn Ass, Anthe." And everyone's favorite, "Leave Elmon Behind." Leave Elmon behind. So how many? Both dice?
No, it's just one sits with him, and the other goes to there. And that maxes out all my...
Okay.
Unless I can short rest, but I don't think.
All right. You guys are, yes.
I assume I can see the nettle.
You can see the nettle.
Am I heading the same way that the nettle is?
Roughly.
Okay.
As aligned as a coast can.
Okay. I'm just continuing to truck.
Okay.
If they can get close enough, they can get close enough. If not, then I'll fade into the jungle and find my way back to the city.
Okay. They do not appear to be getting close at all. The captain calls out orders, and one of the sails is not down tight, some jib thing at the front of the ship. And
Don't use your nautical terms.
and
Captain Ron. The mizzen mast.
And she starts calling out, and she's yelling, and she's pissed, and things are not going well. You can tell by her tone. and she orders someone who's just totally useless at sailing, Rill, to take the wheel. Take the wheel! And she runs up to the front, yelling furiously, do this, or we're dead. Rill, you grab the wheel, and it's just, with the wind, it's just spinning one way hard.
All right.
Let's do a strength roll. Strength.
They're my favorite.
Because you're so big.
17.
17. The wheel goes spinning dangerously fast. You just, yeah, you throw out this halfling hand thinking it's gigantic 17-foot halfling hand, but no, it's a small one, but you still grab it, and it holds. The ship is at a strange, odd angle of not taking advantage of the wind. Someone's out there trying to lash this jib sail together. She's yelling out. Then she's yelling back at you across the boat. Turn us back to the... She wouldn't say right. Damn it!
Starboard.
Turn us back to the starboard. And you start trying to turn back. Puck, you can see that this is causing you guys to lose the distance between you and the pursuing ships is closing. Anything you or Avius would like to do?
You still got that wind spell?
Yes, but I don't think it works the way you think it works.
Probably not.
No, I'm good.
She races.
Nah, I'm good.
She races across the boat to the aft of the ship and is looking out with her spyglass again.
I will take a short rest, actually.
Sure.
I will go...
Find as quiet a spot as you can.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to take a short rest.
You go downstairs and find a hammock.
How long is a short rest?
We do, I think, about 10 minutes or so.
Puck
We
will
can
do
take, I can't take a short rest. I'm hands-on on the boat.
No. Do we have to do it as a party?
No. You don't have to do it at a party now.
Puck will do the same.
Okay. You head downstairs as well. It's about 20 minutes is what we...
Okay.
Yeah, you got time for that with boat time scale.
I'm guessing I don't.
You don't. You're at the wheel.
Shit.
You hear...
Sorry, Mark.
You hear behind you Rolais say, this isn't good. This isn't good at all.
What can be done?
She yells out, lose all the weight we can. Everything's got to throw everything out of the
Jenny
hold.
Craig protocol. Go lose weight. What about your friend in the room? He's not doing anything. He can help us.
She lowers her spyglass and taps it deep in thought. She says, I don't think that would be wise.
There's no time to be cautious now, Captain. You have to do this. We're going to need his help.
She shakes her head no, is really not wanting to do it. You may make a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Oh. You're not taking this roll away from me, Captain.
Good luck.
Good luck. Done. Disadvantage. Disadvantaged is 26.
Holy cow! She says,
The crew turns towards
she says, you're right. Everything must be committed to this. They'll capture us or kill us for sure. And she storms off into the forecastle. God bless it. And bangs on the door and bangs on the door. Come out, Pyreal? You remember?
Pyreal, yeah.
His name?
Pyreal.
Come out, Pyreal. There's no choice now. The ship will be sunk if you don't get out here now, and we'll all die. There's a long wait she turns around and says, "What are you looking at? Get to work!" As all the guys are just staring at her, the crew members. And after a long spell of silence, the door creaks open, and a slightly pale, slightly gaunt, black-haired guy wearing blackish leather armor steps out. She steps away and doesn't say anything. It doesn't seem like it's fear. It just seems like she doesn't want to agitate the situation.
I'm still up top.
You're above.
Okay.
I
feel
at
his
the wheel.
presence.
You're just going wee to the left and wee to the right. I am a captain now.
The wheel's been broken for a week.
It's just this free spinning kids wheel they put on there for you. And he steps out and walks to the bow of the ship and just starts looking out forward and takes a deep breath of air. And then he turns around and walks towards the back of the vessel, looks briefly at you,
aft.
Rill. The aft. I know jib, but not starboard and aft. And looks at you, Rill, briefly, and then walks to the aft railing and looks back at the two closing warships and does nothing and just watches them.
Can you shout the distance? I mean, is it,
Oh, to the warship?
No, to bow to stern there. Can you?
Yeah.
You can shout that distance?
Sure. Why?
So Will can speak or at least talk to this guy.
You're near the rear of the ship.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're about maybe 8 feet away from.
All right. What's to be done? Pyreal? What's to be done, Pyreal?
He does not respond to you. He continues. He got both hands on the railing, just looking out.
All right. I'm piloting a ship. I'm assuming
Captain storms up the steps to where you're at and says, "You're done here," and pushes you out of the way.
Oh, thank God. Oh, this wheel. So sorry.
You're like Pee Wee Herman driving the car.
I stand alongside Pyreal.
Pyreal.
Pyreal. The R is the...
Pyreal.
Pyreal. It's gonna be my moment.
Rapier.
You're awfully quiet. Such a dangerous time. Surely you have a plan.
He looks at you and...
I give him my beaming halfling eyes that are still slightly too big. The potion
they haven't shrunk yet.
It looks just creepy then. Little frog eyes.
Yeah, they're coming out the sides. They're so big. You may make a persuasion roll, please, with disadvantage.
God damn this disadvantage.
He wants nothing to do with your silliness.
14.
14. He glances at you, and then doesn't say anything again. Turns back and looks at the boats. And the captain is again furiously barking out orders. And it's not looking great. They're maintaining speed, but still losing to these two warband ships. It's been 10, 20, 30 minutes. And all three of you, including Rill, if you want to take a break, can get a short rest in.
I will, and then the moment I do, I start applying inspirations around the ship.
Do your inspirations come back out of a short rest?
After a short rest.
Really?
Yes.
Nice. Wow.
I'm gonna do some hit dice.
All right, hit dice healing, and then Avius, you can recover, I think,
Gain recovery.
a spell. And hit dice if you need it.
4 levels.
Oh, nice.
So that's 1 to the general crew, if such a thing can.
Okay.
Are you gonna use any hit dice?
I don't know.
Do it.
Do it.
I guess. How does it... I don't use hit dice. How do they work?
What,
These
yeah,
D6s?
8 D6s.
So
However many hit dice you have.
Sorry. If we're taking the rest.
Yeah, he has a cool song.
There can be some singing going on, soothing music. You each, if you're spending hit dice, you can add a d6 to your healing.
Okay.
So it's all the hit dice plus a d6.
Plus a d6.
Song.
Wow. 19.
19 healed.
I would save that.
That puts me back at max.
7.
How's things going for Elmon?
Things are going great, and then you hit some strange little overly rapid river that spills into the ocean, so you got to track inland for a bit, and then you come back to the coast. You can still see the nettle, and you're running, and then there's some weird rocky hill. You got to go inland for a bit. So you're keeping close.
How far out to sea is the nettle?
Maybe 3/4 of a mile.
Okay. And I assume the 2 warband ships are similar.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then I'll just keep on trucking.
All right.
Do I feel like I'm being pursued? Have I had any sense or signs or anything of pursuit?
You can make a perception roll. Make a survival roll instead.
11.
You are not sure.
Okay.
But you don't think you would be caught if you were pursued, because there's a lot of difficult terrain you are just racing through with ease. Orc aggression movement can only last so long. Once they lose sight of you, it's hard to keep the fury going. So, Puck, Avius, and Rill, you hear the healing song. You heal, you rest a bit. You still don't have a lot of your magic back, is my understanding. And you guys are awake and back up on deck. You can see there is a dark, mysteriously dressed black figure standing on the aft who has not moved from Rill's perspective of Pyreel. And then not too far away now are 2 of these orc warships. You can hear them now barking out their orders.
Avius goes and stands after the boat next to Pyreel.
Okay. You stand next to him. You can see these ships are closing in. They've got weapons, some harpoon-like things, and some sort of weird dragon-headed cannon-looking thing that they're trying to squeeze in towards the bow section, but then there's some arguments and some pushing, and one orc gets actually tossed off into the ocean.
Aww.
And
how
that's
far away are they?
They are, say, half a mile.
Okay.
No. If you can hear them, they're closer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're maybe 100 yards.
Okay.
200 yards. We'll split the difference. 400 feet. Does that matter at all?
Oh no, just asking.
Okay. Elmon, you feeling good about not being there?
I mean, at 400 feet, I'm feeling less good because I could be taken out.
Shooting with no penalty.
Everything on the bow at that point.
Yeah. Alias, you had something?
I'm just playing it cool with Pyreel, my man.
All right.
Everyone just stoically sitting at the end of the boat. Group photo.
I reach out with my camera and take a selfie.
Instagram, Pyreel and me chilling on the deck.
Ooh, 30 followers.
Did I just get tagged? Real Puck, do anything interesting? Otherwise, I'm moving forward in time.
Keeping an eye on the coastline. Hopefully trying to catch a glimpse of Elmon.
Okay.
Just trying to keep track of him.
As far as the ship activity goes, what is going on to try to press us forward and march us along?
There's not much more that they can do. They have thrown away a lot of stuff overboard to make themselves as light as possible. The crew are Some of them are gathered near the back, watching what's going on. Anthe is handing out weapons that you guys had provided to some of the crew. And it's not a large crew. It's like 5 guys.
Okay. I'm participating, just doing what I can to, correct the mizzen mast or do whatever.
All right.
I'm there.
Okay, so you're trying to be one of the crew members.
Trying to be one of the crew members.
Okay.
Be the crew. Be the crew.
Be the crew.
Puck, real quick. Puck does hand over a greater healing potion to the wizard, just in case.
To Avius. Right. He slips you a potion as things are quiet and grim. The sails continue to billow, and you can now hear the orcs chanting in some crazy battle-ish type song. A shot is fired from one of their harpoon bow type guns, but it doesn't get close quite yet. It splashes in the water.
I love you. You love me.
The captain, Relace, is still at the wheel. Says, any ideas? We don't have much weaponry on board this ship.
They're not close enough for me to be of any use yet.
Pyreel's got it. He's got this.
How far away are they?
Maybe 200 feet is the closest warship. Another one's further back behind it.
That's the one with the cannon?
Yeah.
My Eldritch Blast is 240 feet range. I'll fire that off.
Okay.
Hit someone manning the cannon.
Sure. Go for it.
Rill will be racing up to Avius, standing on the back of the ship there.
Non-natural 20.
He has a little bit of cover, and you still hit.
For 15 points of damage.
All right. Describe what the Eldritch Blast spell looks like.
It's a big ball of blue energy, and just slams right into him.
All right. So there's this orc just getting ready, waiting for the distance to close, and just like...
His friends just looking at
Force damage.
A smaller one reluctantly takes his place.
Yeah.
And Rill, you came up to Avius.
Avius. I'm sure they're sails. They must be flammable. A warship doesn't work well without its sails, I imagine.
True. It's too far, though.
I'll hold you. We'll push you out.
He holds a bloody javelin and looks at you.
Go! Fish that out.
One thing with that spell sniper is my ranged spell attacks do ignore half cover. And
yeah,
cover.
That's right.
He thought he was safe behind the cannon.
Yeah.
Very good.
Whatever.
I'll remember, but we need to wait. Be
Your
patient.
Spell sniper's range is doubled.
I don't-
Whatever.
Do I have spell sniper?
Yeah, didn't you pick up a?
I thought.
You cannot be forgetting feats. That's bad mojo.
Oh, it's right there.
Good gods.
So
We could have won.
you ignore
Someone
partial.
just stops running and just walks into the jungle.
You ignore partial and 3/4 cover, and then any ranged attack spell has double damage. Not fireball or things that they're making saving throws, but ranged attacks.
A double range.
Double. What did I say?
Double damage.
Sorry. Yeah.
Firebolt
Double.
would, though.
Firebolt wood.
Ra-
Chromatic. Your elemental orb wood. Those are ranged attack rolls. Anything where you're rolling.
So you see, I think you're in range. Like a long time ago.
He draws out a
Roll
little miniature
persuasion.
map.
Roll persuasion.
All right. Then
You can do it, Avius. You can do it.
whisper a little closer in my ear, please.
I get like creepily close with my lute and just strumming it in his ear. Speaking of, I'm still running around naked.
Puck, did you ever hand over?
I
his
gave you
equipment?
your bag
Oh,
as soon as I revived you on the coast.
I'm pulling out vases and throwing them in the water.
Yeah, so you have your equipment. You also find that Puck had accidentally picked up a small magic necklace that he thought was part of your gear. So once you guys have a long rest, you can possibly.
This isn't mine.
You toss it over.
Elmon's like, no.
Reduce the weight.
Okay, firebolt 2d10.
Roll.
No, the sail's higher.
I'm aiming for it.
Aiming for the sail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't look at me. Did we overshoot?
14.
14. You fire your firebolts, and this is a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
And you miss. Time goes by, you fire again, you miss. Time goes by, you fire again and hit. A light fire appears and then fades away.
Oh.
And you fire again and you hit, and a light fire appears and fades away. The boat getting closer and closer. You fire again, it hits, and the sail starts to light up. You see two orcs scrambling to try and deal with that as a huge belching fire comes out of this dragon-headed cannon as they are quite close.
Assuming he made that many spell attacks, can I get some action?
Sure. What are you doing? Oh, more Eldritch Blast.
More Eldritch Blast.
You're just trying to blast.
Pick them up.
All right.
Anybody manning that cannon.
All
so
right.
How many do I get?
4.
17. 23. Natural 1. And a 26.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know where he is.
Oh, he's right
I'm
next
at
to
the
you.
back.
A blue mist appears at your.
This is my first time with the blue mist.
Tell us the story.
Back
Tell us the
Blue mist.
story.
Blue mist appears at your feet. You see the ocean bobbing round, but then the scene fades away and goes black. You see yourself no longer sitting on the deck of a ship, but standing in front of a giant pyre of fire, giant bonfire going on, and little huts and whatnot. And around it, you see a bunch of halflings all standing there and talking, but you can't quite understand them. And you see Rill appear, and he steps out, and he goes, some of these memories are eternal. And he turns to you and walks to you and then through you and fades away. The image goes away, and you can make your roll.
I give Rill a knowing glance and roll a 10.
At least it's not critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A blue.
Just want to roll 1 damage.
Yeah,
for
that
all
would be
those. 6.
Just individually.
You hit a guy. And he stands back up. You hit him again. You stand back up. You do some damage. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
The ship closes in. The little fire bolts are fired. Rill, anything from you for a couple rounds?
For me, the cannon, how far away is it by now? Anywhere within 60 feet.
It is just at that range. Yes.
Just at that range? I do heat metal at level 3.
Yes.
So the pitch of the lute begins to play, up and up and up and up it goes, and this metal cannon, if you will, begins to glow white hot, and anyone who tries to operate it is going to suffer quite a bit of damage.
Also, is there a mundane fuel inside that cannon?
So, yeah. So, Rill, you cast that. The device heats up. Rill and Avius and Puck, you guys all duck as you're ready for this thing to fire, and it does belch out, but it is an internal explosion, and the cannon erupts in a big, fiery kaboosh. It splits wide open and peels like a banana from the front section. Woo! And there is fire all over the front. You see 2 orcs jump off on fire into the ocean. And there's a ton of chaos, and that boat actually starts to peel off and turn to port and start to increase its distance between you. As there's this raging fire all over the front of the vessel, there is a secondary explosion nearby it that goes off. And there is just total chaos. There is cheering from your crew of the Nettle. Woo! Yay! Avius did it! They said with your fire bolts.
Yay!
And through the smoke and chaos that is now pouring through this boat, they probably have little idea even where they're going. Black smoke trailing behind it, a second warship comes bursting through that black smoke, closing in on you guys. And each of you may have one round as it comes into its distance.
That'd be great if it was like a lot further back, like a mile back, and we just turned to face it now. They're like, what the hell? One round, okay. I'm looking for the very similar item now. I'm looking for a cannon on the deck to try and find and range.
You see there is a cannon, and it's very identical to the other one, and there is some sort of orc leader yelling at his men, and they are trying to remove it from the front of the deck.
Nice.
It is within 60 feet for your action reel. If you have the spell slot, you can try and cast that spell again.
I absolutely will.
However, there's a bit of an issue of timing with it, so you need to make an Arcana roll.
Oh, Arcana.
Yes.
All right. Where am I?
Actually, I'm going to change that.
Oh, there.
Your choice, Arcana or Performance.
Really?
Yeah. Because you are a bard.
Yeah.
Let's do performance.
All right.
So then the way this works then is probably doing some sort of
You're racing to the coda of the song.
yeah, I know. But I'm trying to dance. The dance is called the Dance of the Sparkfoot.
Okay.
And flames and whatnot start moving around. And here we go. I'm gonna roll on
Flames on the deck of our ship?
Just sparks.
Okay.
It's performance. I sprinkle out some
sure.
dust to make sure it pops
Just
and whatnot
making
go off.
sure.
It's for children, really, but it works well with black powder too. Oh, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
Except for the fact that I can now reverse my natural 1 with my lucky.
Oh.
Let's hope I don't get another natural 1 though. Woo! 20 non-natural.
Okay. What was the name of the song again?
Dance of the Sparkfoot.
The Dance of the Sparkfoot. Little sparks appear at your feet. The song is very quickly sung, and the weapon is removed from vision and is quickly being pushed back away from the edge, away from any volatile stuff. But it is too late, and there's another huge explosion. This one a little further back in the ship. It causes no secondary explosion because it's farther away from its fuel type ammo, but it does catch the main sails a lot more on fire. And as the Nettle races not too fast away on the ocean waves, both of the warships are left coming to a stop as they have to deal with this crazy ass fires, and the Nettle escapes. And we'll stop there for tonight.